Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nvidia Reflex Challenge Streamer Invitational. My name is Ranjit Mamba, Senior Patel, and alongside me I have 10 influencers who are going to go at war to build themselves the best unit. But before we talk to them, let me bring up Nvidia Reflex. Nvidia Reflex allows you to reduce system latency in order to reduce the peaker's advantage. But before we get on with the influencers, I want to thank, of course, our sponsors, Nvidia and AORUS, who've made this possible. But now moving on, we have 10 influencers. We have Mercy, Millie, T-Bone, Zeref, Raka, Cruiser, Pooja, Rachit, Robo, Sherlock. Welcome, guys. How are you guys doing?
All good, Mamba.
All good. How are you?
All good.
All good,
I'm,
Mamba.
I'm doing great. And it looks like T-Bone has definitely come in prepared because the way he's been talking about the players, it feels like he has all the calculations onto a sheet. And I guess we have a phone call coming in, but to all the influencers and to all the audience, let me explain the rules of how this auction is going to go on. So obviously we have an 8-man squad, so you need to have 8 people in your squad, including the captain. But the bid increment has to be in 50 reflex credit, in multiples of 50 reflex credit. So you can't bid for 30 creds, 40 creds, 60 creds. It has to be a multiple of 50. Then if you want to insta-buy a player, you can straight up insta-buy a player, spend 12,500 credits. The maximum you can bid for a player is also 12,500. And talking about the budget of every influencer, that is 30,000 reflex credits. So you can't spend more than 30,000. You can insta-buy a player for 12,500, and the maximum that is allowed for any player is 12,500 as well. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into it and have our first player on board, who, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Kenny. But yeah, he is Diamond 3. His role is Initiator. And I'm asking for 2750 creds. So ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the bids. And who wants to go for Ked? Anyone? T-Bone, Robo, Zeref, Mercy, Sherlock, Cruiser? Pitch silence. I think everyone's coming prepared. Robo?
So
Looks
we
like
have
it.
friendly
I
square.
mean, we're waiting for someone we know or like someone we can like. If a
Nobody?
duelist would have been there.
वही ना
But-
friendly याद कर रहे so game में
but-
friendlist याद कर रहे हैं.
So but let me bring this up. This auction is divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 and Phase 2. Phase 1, all 100 players are going to come up. And if we sell 70 players, the auction ends. If we don't, then Phase 2 is going to have all the unsold players once again. So obviously you can go through all the players if you want to wait it out. So anyone for Keddy? Nobody? All right, so Keddy goes unsold, ladies and gentlemen. That is kind of unfortunate, but we will have Phase 2. And let's have the next player on board. The next player is going to be Ares, Duelist, rank Silver 3, 1,000 credits is what I'm asking for. Anyone, ladies and gentlemen? T-Bone, I'm assuming you wanted to get a nice Duelist onto your roster. So any bids? Anyone? Rachit, Pooja, Cruiser,
DP में
Robo?
DP के लिए buy कर ले राका. राका भी buy कर सकता है, T1 को भी buy कर सकता है.
How about you, Mercy? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? No bids. Ares goes.
Nope.
Ares goes unsold as well. So, well, let's have the next player on board. All right, it is going to be Anxiety, rank Bronze 2 controller. I'm asking for 500 credits. Let's have hands raised up for this one at least. Anyone? T-Bone, Zeref, Sherlock, Cruiser, Rachit. Any bids? No bids?
No.
It is causing me a little bit of anxiety, honestly, seeing all these players being unsold. But looks like we are not going to have any bids over here either. So let's move on to our next player. Toaster Roaster. Rank is Gold 3. Role is Duelist. I'm asking for 1,400 reflex credits. Ladies and gentlemen, any bids coming up? Any bids coming up? Raka? You came in fairly unprepared.
market सुखा जा रहा है.
See, everybody is gonna buy or invest in the Radiant or Immortals. I think in the first.
देखा रेडियन में कितने बंदे हाथ उठाते हैं भाई.
I think Radiant is going to be a bloodbath, but no bids. No bids once again, guys.
No.
All right. So Toaster goes unsold as well. Let's have our next player. All right. So the next player we have is OCGPI Plat 1 Role Duelist, 1,700 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking for 1,700 credits. Any bids on this player? GPI, any bids? Sherlock, Cruiser. T-Bone.
No.
T-Bone definitely has an Excel sheet open in front of his monitor.
नहीं भाई.
Mercy.
No.
Any bids? It's kind of unfortunate. All right, GPI goes unsold as well. Let's move on to our next player. We have Giants ranked bronze 1 role controller. I'm asking for 400 credits. Do we have any bids for Giant? Giant saying 400 credits controller, bronze 1. Any bids coming up from any of the influencers? Nobody.
I'll get him.
Robo,
Yeah,
400,
because
400
he
credits.
he chose controller. That's like not
All right,
not
Robo.
what people usually go for. I'll take it.
400 credits. Robo is bidding 400 credits. Anyone counter bid? Does anyone want to bid for him? Anybody? Raka, I'm asking 400 once. 400 anyone? 400 twice. And looks like Giant is going to get sold to Robo. So sold. Robo, congratulations on your first player. And controller. It's fairly interesting because I assume you play a controller yourself.
Yeah, I'm a controller initiator.
Are you a duelist though?
No.
I think
So
the
I
best
will buy
duelist
duelist.
the best
Just
duelist in the
imagine
bunch.
he's a smurfer.
yeah. हाँ वो हो सकता है. That could be there.
Best duel is Raka. Jaw. Yes, sir.
All right. Let's move on to our next player. Jayant, congratulations on being sold. Robo, congratulations to you as well on your first player. But the next player is going to be Chappal Chor 69. Rank is silver 1. I'm asking for 800
Somebody has to
reflex
buy
credits.
because of the name. Okay.
Bro, कोई खरीद लो भाई. भाई.
Mercy. Dings का भाई.
हाँ
Dings का भाई. चप्पल चोर 69.
Any bids, ladies and gentlemen, for Chappal Chor
Have you
69.
cross-checked are they smurfers?
अबे हाँ बे.
You never know.
अभी
Bro.
immortal निकल
Never know, bhai.
No, I can assure the list has been double checked by 2 people. So I think the list is pretty accurate over there. But if I could, I would buy Chappal Chor. But unfortunately, I'm not the one who has to bid. And it's kind of hard to say the name with a straight face, but that's what the job demands. So Chappal Chor, any bids? Chappal Chor 69. Any bids whatsoever. Zarif, you look fairly intrigued.
वो नाम आपके मुंह से interest ले चप्पल जो.
Chappal Chor 69. All right, so Chappal Chor is going to get unsold. Kind of unfortunate, but let's move on to our next player. Hopefully, we get a high ranked player, and we're going to have Chomu, bronze 1. Bronze 1.
Just
my
imagine how
God.
we will get the call-outs.
I'm asking for 400 credits.
ये था भाई
Bro, if somebody dies to this guy, Chomu से मर गया तू.
गलत level.
I'm asking for 400 credits for Chomu. 400 credits.
मैं ये वाला clip
T-Bone won't buy it because he's
जहाँ पे
one.
मामा ही पूछ रहा है, man, 400 credits for Chomu.
Mucha.
All right, 400 credits, ladies and gentlemen. 400 credits for bronze 1 controller. Chomu. 400 credits. All right, unsold. Chomu goes unsold. Let's move on to our next player. Next player is going to be Vesper, ranked bronze 1, place Sentinel. I'm asking for 400 credits, ladies and gentlemen. 400 credits. Vesper, any bids coming up?
T-Bone.
अरे मेरा T-Bone का हाथ ऊपर आएगा bro. I thought T-Bone का हाथ ऊपर आएगा.
T-Bone का हाथ उठ गया है, देखो.
Any bids? 400 credits for Vesper rule. 400 reflex credits is what I'm asking for. Anybody wants to bid for Vesper? Any bids, Mercy?
Nah.
Sherlock, Pooja, Cruiser? Any bids coming up?
See you later.
T-Bone?
हाँ
Any bids? Any bids? Robo, any bids? All right,
already
so
have
ladies
one,
and gentlemen, sorry, come again?
I already have one. So
Okay.
मेरा हो गया कोटा.
All right, Vesper goes unsold, ladies and gentlemen.
Fine.
Saving it up for phase 2. Vesper unsold. Let's move on to the next player. We have Addy. Immortal, Sentinel. I'm asking for 3,250 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, who wants to bid for a Sentinel, rank Immortal, and 3,250 credits? Any bids coming up? Let's have bids on the table starting now. Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? T-Bone bidding at 3,250. Ladies and gentlemen, 3,250. T-Bone. Raka, we have 3,300. We have 3,350 from Zeref. 3,350, ladies and gentlemen. 3,350 for Addy. Rank Immortal, place Sentinel. 3,400 from T-Bone. 3,400 for Addy, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone? 3,400? 3,450. 3,450. And just to make it clear, you guys can actually increase your bids as well if you wish to. Otherwise, it is going to be defaulted at 50. So 3,450 for Addy. 3,450. Cruiser, Sherlock, Raka.
4,000.
3,500. How much?
4,000.
4,000. 4,000 for T-Bone. 4,000. Anyone else? 4,000.
4,100.
4,100 for Addy. 4,100. 4,100. Do we have more bids coming in? 4,500 from T-Bone. Looks like there's a bidding war going on. 4,500 T-Bone. Raka, Mercy, Pooja, Sherlock. 4,500 for Eddie. Asking once. Anyone? 4,500. Asking twice. Anyone? 4,500. Asking thrice. Sold to T-Bone. Addy goes for 4,500 credits to T-Bone. Congratulations, T-Bone, on your first player. So sold to T-Bone for 3,500, rank Immortal, and a Sentinel. So going with Sentinel and controllers. No duelists coming up, at least for now. But let's move on to the next player and see who is on the table. We have Senpai, rank Gold 3, place Sentinel, 1,400 Reflex credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids for Senpai? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Senpai, ladies and gentlemen? Sherlock, Cruiser, Pooja, Mercy. Any bids for Senpai, rank Gold 3, roll Sentinel, 1,400 credits. Zeref, 1,400 credits. Any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? No bids? No bids? All right, unsold. Senpai goes unsold. And moving on to the next player, we have Rafa. Rafa, rank Immortal, duelist, 3,250 credits. Is this going to be the first duelist being sold? Rafa, 3,250 credits is what I'm asking for. We have a bid, 3,350, 3,400,
4,000.
4,000. Straight up.
5,000.
5,000 from Cruiser, 5,050 from Pooja.
Can I insta-buy this?
You can, if you wish to. Yeah, you can. All right, Instabot by Zeref. Sold to Zeref. Rafa goes on for 12,500 credits. The first Instabuy coming in. And just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, if you raise your hand, if you're the first bidder, you can still Instabuy. So you don't have to, feel confused. If you want to Instabuy, go for it. But 12,500 credits. Rafa, the most expensive player yet. And possibly the most expensive player. But congratulations, Zeref, on picking up Rafa for 12,500 credits. Moving on to the next player. Let's see, who do we have? We have Strokey, Immortal Duelist, 3,250 creds. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids for Strokey? Rank Immortal, Roll Duelist, I'm asking for 3,250. We have 33, 30. Instabuy.
Yeah.
All right, Pooja Bisht going for Strokey, rank Immortal Duelist, 3,250 credits. The base price, but being sold to Pooja for 12,500. So sold, Strokey being sold to Pooja Bisht. Congratulations, Pooja, for getting a hold of Strokey. Moving on to the next player. Let's see, who do we have as the next player. And two Instabuys coming in. Very unusual, but we have Come and Dream, rank Immortal, Roll Duelist. Once again, base price of 3,250 credits, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Come and Dream? We have 3,300. We have 3,350. We have 34. Do we have more?
4,000.
3,400. 4,000. It was Mercy for
4,100.
4,100, 4,150 Raka, 4,150, 4,150 for Come and Dream. Who do we have?
43,000. 4,300, sorry.
We already have 45 from Sherlock. You guys have to outbid. We have Sherlock at 4,500.
4,800.
4,800 Zeref, Come and Dream. 5,000 coming in from Raka. 51 Mercy. We still have 51 from Pooja. You need to outbid her. 5,200 for Come and Dream from Mercy, ladies and gentlemen. Any more bids coming in? 5,200. 5,300. Zeref is looking to, splurge on this player, but Come and Dream. 6,000 from Mercy coming in for Come and Dream, ladies and gentlemen. Duelist, base price of 3250, ranking model, but 6,000 credits. Do we have any more bids? Asking for 61, 62. Any bids coming up? 6,000 coming dream, ladies and gentlemen. Pooja, Raka, Sherlock. Any bids coming in? Asking once. Any bids?
65.
6,000. 6,500 from Raka Zone. 6,500 coming dream. Mercy, are you going to outbid him? 6,500.
67.
6,500 credits. 6,700. Wait, was that Robo?
No,
6,700.
no. Mercy.
Mercy. Sorry about that. 6,700 from Mercy. 6,700 creds.
7.
Anyone? 7,000 Raka. Come and dream. At 7,000. 7,000 credits is what he's standing at. Anyone wanting to bid
Lelo.
more?
Lelo.
Raka bidding 7,000 for Come and Dream. 7,000, ladies and gentlemen, for Come and Dream. Anyone? Any other bids? Do we have Robo, T-Bone, Zeref? Any bids? 7,000. 7,000, ladies and gentlemen. Asking one last time, 7,000 for Come and Dream. Sold to Raka Zone for 7,000 credits. Raka, congratulations on your first player as well. Come and Dream going for 7,000 credits. So after 2 ins buys, we have a 7,000 credit player. And moving on to the next one. Let's see who do we have. We have PLG, Rank Diamond 1, Play Sentinel, 2,250 credits, the base price. Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? For PLG, Rank Diamond 1, Roll Sentinel, 2,250 credits is what I'm asking for. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up? Sherlock, Cruiser? Any bids for a Sentinel at 2,250 credits? Rank is Diamond 1. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty decent rank. Sentinel, Diamond 1, PLG, 2,250 creds. Do we have any bids coming up? Robo, any bids? Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Asking once, twice, thrice. All right, PLG is gonna go unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's see who do we have next. What role do we have next? And what rank do we have? Silver 3, Initiator, 1,000 credits, ladies and gentlemen, is what I am asking for Semiotic. Pretty cool name. Rank Silver 3 though. Do we have any bids coming up? 1,000 credits. 1,000 credits. T-Bone, 1,000 credits. Any bids? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have anyone bidding for Semiotic? 1,000 credits. Zeref, pretty intrigued by the rank. Any bids coming up? Rachit, any bids coming up?
No.
All right, looks like Semiotic is going to get unsold as well. Moving on to the next one. And for all the viewers, all the players who go unsold are going to be brought back up in phase 2 unless we sell 70 players in phase 1 themselves. But we have Andrew, Rank Immortal, Roll Sentinel, 3,250 credits, Reflex credits, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids coming up for Renu? We have 3,350 for Zeref, 3,350. 4,000. Sherlock, 4,000.
4,500. 4,500. 4,500.
5,000.
5,000.
All right. Mercy at
Okay,
5,000.
enjoy.
Mercy called it first. Mercy 5,000.
5,100.
5,100. Zeref. Andrew for 5,100. Roll Sentinel. Do we have any bids? 55. Was that Sherlock?
Yep.
Yeah, 5,500. 5,500 for Sherlock.
5,600.
57.
57 Mercy coming in at 58 Zeref. Looks like we have a bidding war. We have 5,800. 6,000. Pooja coming in at 6,000 for Andrew. 6,000 reflex credits. Sentinel Immortal
100.
6,100. Zeref at 6,100. Do we have any more bids?
6,200. Okay,
Sherlock at
63.
6,200. 6,300.
Yeah.
Is outbidding herself over there. 64. We have Mercy at 64. Do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? 6,400. Pooja at 6,500. 6,500 for Andrew. Pooja coming in at 65. Seraph has a big smile on his face. I think it is a plan coming together, but Pooja at 6,500. Pooja, 6,500. Do we have any more bids coming up? Do we have any more bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen?
66.
6,600. Mercy, 6,600. 6,600. T-Bone with a massive smile on his face. 6,600. Do we have any bids coming up?
Duelist,
Sure, look. T-Bone is going to play the duelist. But but 6,600, 6,600, ladies and gentlemen, 6,600. Do we have any more? Pooja coming in at 67, ladies and gentlemen, 6,700 credits.
6,750.
6,750 reflex credits coming up for Mercy.
68.
6,800 credits coming in from Pooja. 6,800 reflex credits. Pooja trying to get a hold of Andrew at 6,800. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Robo, Sherlock, Raka, Cruiser. Any more bids? 6,800, ladies and gentlemen. Pooja at 6,800. Do we have any bids? 6,800. Asking once. Any more bids? Any more bids? Any more bids? And looks like it is going to be sold to Pooja. Pooja, congratulations on getting a player. Andrew being sold at 6,800 credits. And moving on to the next one. Let's see who do we have. But 6,800 for Immortal is a bargain. I'm going to say that. We have Doje at Immortal. Roll Sentinel once again. We have 3,250 credits being the base price. How many bids do we have? Let's see. Let's see if we have any bids coming up. 3,250. We have 3,300 coming in from Zeref. 3,300 for Doje. Roll Sentinel. Any more bids coming up? Any more bids? Any more bids?
4,000.
4,000 from Rachit Cruzen. 45 from Zeref. Zeref at 45. Sherlock at 5,000. Sherlock at 5,000 Cruiser. Rachit at 6,000 for Doje. 6,000 cred for a Sentinel. 6,500. Zeref coming in hot with 6,500 creds. We have T-Bone, 6,550 creds. 6,600.
7,000.
7,000 creds coming in from Mercy. 7,000 creds.
7,100.
7,100. Zeref trying to outbid Mercy over here. Zeref at
एक तो लेने
7,100.
दो यार.
वो चलो ये भी ले ले.
ये भी ले लो.
ये भी ले लो.
Zeref at 7,100. Mercy, do we have any more bids coming in? Are you going to outbid?
8,000.
8,000. Rachit coming in hot at 8,000, jumping by 900 credits. 8,000 for Doje. Rank Immortal, Roll Sentinel, 8,000 credits. A base price of 3,250. 8,000. It is getting in the higher range now. 8,000 credits for Doje. Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids coming in for Doje? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Any bids coming in at 8,000 Rachit? 8,001? 8,002? Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? 8,003. It is going to be Rachit getting a hold of Doje at 8,000 creds. So congratulations, Rachit, on opening up your team as well. Moving on to the next player. Let's see who do we have, which role do we have, what rank do we have, and what is the base price. Rank Gold 3 controller at 1,400. We have MTX Recreation. Recreation at 1,400. Controller, rank Gold 3. Are we going to have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, starting off at 1,400. Let's see if we have any bids. Any bids coming up? Any bids coming up? Sherlock, Raka. Any bids coming up?
Raka won't buy. He's in the same rank.
All right. Robo coming hot, just not bidding. And Zeref having to get up. We have 1,400 creds. 1,400 creds, ladies and gentlemen, for Recreation. Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? But for Recreation at Gold 3, 1,400 credits. Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids coming up? Asking once. Asking twice, ladies and gentlemen. Asking thrice. Recreation is going to go unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's see the rank. Let's see the base price. And let's see what the role is for the next player. We have Cortez, Immortal Duelist. The first Immortal Duelist coming up 3,250. Apart from Rafa, we have Cortez, 3,250 creds. Reflex credits. Do we have any bids coming up? We might see some bids coming up at 3,300. We have Zeref, 3,300. Do we have any more bids? 3,300.
4,000.
Zeref asking. 4,000. Mercy? 4,000. Mercy coming in at 4,000.
4,200.
Cruiser at 4,200 for Cortez.
5,000.
45.
Sherlock at 5,000. Sherlock at 5,000 coming in.
55.
51.
51. 55 from Mercy. Was it? Or Rachit?
Yeah, 55. Yeah.
6.
6,000 coming in from Zeref. Zeref knows his man. 6,000 reflex credits for Cortez.
65.
6,500.
We have
Seven.
Sherlock at 65. We have Zeref at 7,000 coming in hot for this one. Really wants this player. Cortez for 7,000.
7,100.
We have Mercy bidding.
7,500.
Zeref trying to outbid everyone. Zeref at 7,500 for Cortez.
8,000.
Mercy not wanting to let this.
8,100.
8,100. Zeref coming in at 8,100. 8,100 for Cortez. Rank Immortal. Roll Duelist. Do we have anyone else
85.
coming up? 85. Sherlock coming in at 85. Do we have more bids coming up? 8,500 for Cortez. And Sherlock bidding 85. Mercy obviously questioning himself. Am I going to be able to buy a player today? But 8,500 for Cortez.
ये भी ले लो.
We have. Do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? 8,500 credits for Cortez. 8,500 credits. 8,500 credits. Rachit. 8,500.
Nope.
Are you going to outbid her? 8,500. Do
No.
we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids coming up? Asking once. 8,500, ladies and gentlemen. 8,500. Anyone? 8,500 for Sherlock. And it is going to go to Sherlock. Sold for 8,500. Cortez, duelist, Sherlock. Congratulations, Sherlock, for getting a hold of Cortez for 8,500 reflex credits. Moving on to the next player. What role do we have? Which player is it going to be? Moving on to the next player. Let's see which player is the next one. And moving on, we have iGlide at rank immortal, controller 3,250. And honestly, it would help me if I went through the list. iGlide is definitely a more complex name to pronounce, but 3,250, rank immortal. Do we have any more bids? Any more bids? Any bids?
5,000.
Alright, Zaref. Wait, what?
6,000.
Cruiser.
5,000.
Zaref out. Zaref
यार
at
क्या
6,000.
सीन है भाई?
Zaref at 6,000. iGlide.
जेरेफ को
being-
लेने नहीं देंगे, उसका टीम बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाएगा भाई.
But no, Zaref at iGlide. Zaref bidding for iGlide at 6,000. 6,000 credits, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any
7,000.
more bids, Cruiser? 7,000 from Mercy. 7,500 from Zaref. Zaref being a very shrewd businessman right now. 7,500 for iGlide.
8,000.
Rank Immortal. 8,000 Mercy. Mercy taking it personally. 8,000 credits for iGlide. Rank Immortal. Controller. 8,000
ये तो ले
credits.
ले. ये तो ले.
Any more?
एक तो दो.
Any more bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any more bids, Cruiser? Do you want to outbid Mercy on this one?
all the
8,000
best.
credits is what he's asking for.
Cruiser, all the best.
8,000 credits, ladies and gentlemen. 8,000 credits we have. Do we have any more bids? Robo, Raka, you guys have been pretty silent. Any more bids? Do we have any more bids? 8,000 for iGlide. Anyone? Mercy, looks like it is going to be a pretty close one. Do we have any more bids? Any more bids? 8,000 for iGlide. Any more bids? Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any more bids? Doesn't look like we have any more bids. So sold to Mercy for 8,000 credits. iGlide being sold. And Mercy, congratulations on getting a hold of the first player. Quite expensive, but still 8,000 credits. And moving on to the next player. Do we have bids coming up? What player do we have? Let's see. We have MVP. We have rank, goal 2, roll sending at 1,300 credits is what I'm asking for. And Millie is going to be joining us now. She was unfortunately not able to join in, but now she's going to be joining us. So, Millie, welcome to the show. And do we have bids? Do we have any bids coming from you? What I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen, is 1,300 credits. So, do we have any more bids? Any bids for MVP? Any bids? And just in case, Millie, if you've missed out on the rules, the bid increments are in 50 reflex credits. You need to bid in multiples of 50. You can insta-buy a player for 12,500 credits. And the rest is pretty simple. You got to outbid everyone else. So do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids for MVP? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Robo in his own head trying to calculate what players he wants to go for, but we don't have any bids coming up for Pranay, rank, roll 2, roll Sentinel. But we have no bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen. So unsold MVP is going to be unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck. Who is it? It is going to be Godspeed, rank, Diamond 3, roll controller. And what I'm asking for is 2,750 credits, ladies and gentlemen.
3,000.
5,000.
Cruiser coming
6,000.
in at 5,000. Wait, Ratchet at 6,000. Ratchet at 6,000.
6,300.
6,300. Who was that? Cruiser?
Yeah,
6,300?
yeah, me.
Cruiser, 6,300. Godspeed, asking 6,300 for Godspeed at controller. 2,750, the base price. Anyone wanting to outbid Cruiser? Cruiser, anyone wanting to 6,500. Sherlock coming in at 65. Do we have any bids? Millie, do we have any bids? 6,500.
No.
6,500 for Godspeed. 6,500, ladies and gentlemen. Any more bids coming in? 6,500. Zaref, Mercy. 6,500. Godspeed. A very experienced player. Has been around for a while. Has a lot of experience in the FPS genre. Rank Diamond 3. And do we have any more outbids? Do we have any more outbids coming in? Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen?
6,600.
6,600 from Zaref. 6,600 coming in from Zaref. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids coming in? Sherlock, are you going to outbid Zaref on this one? 6,600. 6,600 credits for Godspeed. I believe it's a bargain. I believe it is a bargain at 6,600 for Godspeed. Any more bids? Any more bids? Do we have any?
67.
67, 68. 6,800 coming from Zaref. Zeref coming in hot at 6,800. Rank, Diamond 3, Roll Controller, and 6,800 Godspeed. Do we have any more outbids, ladies and gentlemen, coming in? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? 6,800 Zeref. I don't think so. We have any more bids. Last time, do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Godspeed being sold to Zeref for 6,800 credits. Congratulations, Zeref, on getting a hold of the first player. Not actually the first player, but well,
I think it's his fourth player.
yeah,
No.
it is his first.
No,
Wait,
no.
It's his
is.
second player.
It is.
Second-
It's the
second
second player.
player.
It's the
Yeah.
second
He has
player, but
been
he has
bidding
been.
on everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's on everyone.
Yeah.
Every time he's like 5,000, 6,000. Ab le le.
Exactly.
He's making everyone else spend more.
That's what he did with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Business acumen.
Businessman.
Business. Yeah.
खूप भालो Zeref.
All right, so Godspeed being sold at 6,800 to Zeref. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? Let's see. We have Monkey D. Luffy, Gold 3, Sentinel, 1,400 credits, ladies and gentlemen. 1,400 credits. Who do we have? Do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Rachit, Pooja, T-Bone,
450.
Mercy. 4,500 T-Bone coming in for Monkey D. Luffy at
No, no.
4,500.
450.
क्या क्या
450.
ये कैसा
1450
बात
is what
है?
you're saying. 1450. T-Bone coming in at 1450.
I'll go for 50 more days, 1,500.
Right, 1,500. Do we have any more outbids? 1,500.
1550.
1,550. We have Monkey D. Luffy at 1,550. I'm not quite sure what is. 1,600. 1,600 coming in. 1,600. Do we have any more bids? Do we have
1700.
1,700? 2,000 coming in. Millie coming in at 2,000. All right, 2,000 credits. 2,200. 2,200 for Monkey D. Luffy. Rank Gold 3. Roll Sentinel. Do we have any more outbids? Do we have any more bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? Monkey D. Luffy. Rank Gold 3. Roll Sentinel. Could be a dark horse in the tournament. You never know. But do we have any more bids coming
What's
up?
the last bid? What's the last bid?
Oh, it's 2,200.
2250.
2,250 coming in from Millie. 2,250. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? 2,250. 2,250, ladies and gentlemen. 2,250.
1300.
2,300.
ये Smurf है क्या?
coming in.
T1 Smurf तो नहीं है?
2,300 coming in.
इसके ये friends वाला है।
2,300 coming in. 2,300, ladies and gentlemen. 2,300. Do we have any bids? Do we
Pass.
have any bids? 2,300. T-Bone, 2,300. Do we have any bids? Robo, do we have any bids? Cruiser, do we have any bids? 2,300. Ladies and gentlemen, 2,300. Asking once. 2,300. Asking twice. 2,300, ladies and gentlemen. And sold to T-Bone for 2,300 credits. Monkey D. Luffy
Fuck.
being sold for 2,300. 2,300. But yeah, first gold player to be sold. Congratulations on that, T-Bone. But moving on to the next player. Let's see who do we have for bidding. Who do we have up for bidding? And I gotta say, we have Zeref being a very shrewd businessman. But Alpha Plat 1 Roll Duelist, 1,700 credits is what I'm asking for. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Alpha? At 1,700, do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids coming up? Any bids?
कुछ तो स्कैम है गोल्ड से ही लड़े प्लैटिनम वर्ल्ड की लड़ी
हाँ प्लैटिनम के लिए नहीं लड़
Zeref,
रहा है
तू शुरू कर दे, तू शुरू कर दे, हम बताते हैं.
मैं ठीक है मैं ठीक
पूजा
है। मेरा चल रहा है अभी ठीक चल रहा है
धोखा दिया तूने मेरे को.
What happened? क्या मैंने?
Pro की 1250. 12,500.
मैं किसी को जानती नहीं, मैं उसको जानती थी तो मैंने ले लिया.
But I'm asking for
Wow.
1,700.
Sorry.
I'm asking for 1,700 for Alpha. Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids coming in? No bids? No bids? It's 1,700 for Alpha. He's a duelist. He's Plat 1. Pretty ambitious. 1,700 credits, ladies and gentlemen. No bids coming in? No bids? All right, unsold. Alpha goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's see who do we have as the next player up on the deck. Up for bidding, we have Warzor, rank Silver 3, Roll Sentinel, 1,000 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, 1,000 creds. Who do we have? Who do we have for bids? 1,000 credits. Do we have anybody bidding for Soham? Anybody? Do we have any bids coming in? Serif squinting his eyes, trying to do the math.
नहीं वो
Wow.
पीछे पीसी के पीछे होमवर्क चिपका पता नहीं
He's more interested
मतलब वो
in his
देख रहा था
homework.
Probably has to be the timetable, but Warzor, do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Any bids? Mercy, any bids? Any bids coming up? Sherlock, Millie, Cruiser, any bids? No bids? All right, unsold. Warzor is unsold. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have up on the deck? Up for bidding. Watch rank, watch roll. We have Immortal. We have Jojo as duelist at 3,250 credits, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we
4,000.
have? Wait, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait it all, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off, you need to wait for this screen to come up and allow me to start the bidding process. Starting at 3,250. Who do we have first?
4,000.
4,000. Rachit at 4,000. Zaref at 45.
5
5,000. Zaref at 5,000. Zaref at 5,000.
6,000.
6,000.
Billy coming in at 6,000.
6,500.
6,500. Zaref coming in hot at 60. 7,000. 7,000. Zaref 7,000.
7,050. 7,050.
But I think
7,500.
7,500. Millie coming in at 75.
7,550.
7,550 for Cruiser. Just marginally trying to outbid Millie over here. 7,550, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids?
8,000.
8,000. Mercy
Yeah.
coming in 8,000.
Oh, bhai.
8,000. Mercy trying his best to get the player. Jojo, Duelist, Immortal. 8,000 credits, ladies and gentlemen.
8,500.
8,500. We have 8,500, Millie. 8,500 coming up. 8,500. Do we have any more bids at 8,500, ladies and gentlemen? 8,500. I'm asking for 8,500. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids at 8,500? Robo, 8,500. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Asking once.
9,999. 9.
9,000. Oh, 9,000. Raka coming in at 9,000. 9,000. ladies and gentlemen.
9,050.
9,050. Outbidding Raka by 50 creds, ladies and gentlemen.
92. 92.
Oh, bhai.
9,200. 9,200. Getting in the
9,250.
92.50. 92.50. 92.50. We have a bidding war going on. Millie at 92.50. Reflex credits. Who do we have? Who do we have next? 92.50. Raka. Looking up to the ceiling won't help. 92.50.
Calculations.
92.50. 92.50. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids coming up? Robo. Do we have any bids? 92.50 for Millie. Do we have any more bids? Asking once, ladies and gentlemen, any bids? 92.50 for Jojo, Rank Immortal, Duelist, base price of 32.50.
93.
Millie bidding 9,300 from Robo. Robo coming in 9,300, 9,300, ladies and gentlemen, 9,300 for Jojo, and ladies and gentlemen, you guys can insta buy as well if you want, but 9,300 for Jojo
Like
and
10k
Robo.
हो जाए तो उससे अच्छा तो इंस्टा भाई है नहीं
हाँ भी फालतू का लोन
But but we have 9,300 from Robo for Jojo. Do we have any more bids? Do we have bids? Millie, do we have bids? 9,300 is what you need to outbid. Do we have any bids? Are you going to go for it? Asking once, ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Zaref, Mercy, Raka, Pooja, Sherlock, Cruiser, T-Bone, 93. Robo at 93. Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids?
Just sell it to me.
All right,
Give him to
Robo.
me.
Sold for 9,300 to Robo. Jojo going in at 9,300. Moving on to the next player. Moving on to the next player. Let's see. Who do we have up on the deck? We have Vision. Duelist, 3,250. Rank Immortal. And future does look bright. Sure does look bright. 3,250, ladies and gentlemen. We have Zaref at 33.
Zaref बहुत आ रहा है।
3,300. Wait, Mercy at 6,000? 6,000 coming in? Mercy.
6050.
8,000
8,000? Who was that?
Oh.
8,000
8,000.
8050.
8050. Cruiser coming in at 8050. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? 8050. 8050, the bid. Cruiser bidding for Vision. 8050, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? 8050. 8050.
Zaref bol.
Do we have
82.
ठीक है ले लो
Wait, somebody bid 82.
82. 82.
Raka just
Raka at 82. Raka at 82.
8250.
82.50. Going in the increments of 50. 82.50. Playing it safe. Cruiser playing it safe.
83,
82.50. Raka at
85.
83.
8500. 8500.
85. Cruiser opening up a bit. 8500.
8550.
अरे यार
85.50, ladies and
तो
gentlemen.
मुझ पे ही आ रहा है
85.50 for Vision. 85.50. 85.50, ladies and gentlemen.
8600.
Raka ESL team or
80, 8600. We have 8600 for
87,
Vision. 87. We have
8750.
89.
8750.
8990.
99.
You can't. Wait, well, you can't bet 8990.
9000.
9000,
9000.
I mean.
I said first. I
9,000.
said first. I said
Yeah,
first.
9,000. Cruiser. 9,000.
90,
Cruiser
50.
at 90 50.
graphic
90
card है
50.
क्या, Raka?
9100.
9100. Cruiser.
92.
92. Raka coming in at 92. 9200.
9250.
9250. 9250 coming in from Cruiser. Cruiser's really desperate to get a hold of Vision. 9250. Raka, are you going to outbid him? Are you going to go
just
for it?
ले जा
राका ले ले राका 10 में ले जा
9250.
ले ले, Raka,
9250, ladies and gentlemen. 9250. Do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? 9250. Do we have any more bids? Raka, any bids?
No.
Any outbids coming in? 9250, ladies and gentlemen. 9250.
Sell it, Mamba. Sell it.
9250. 9250, ladies and gentlemen. Asking once. 9250. Any bids? Millie, any bids? Mercy, any bids? No bids? All right, sold. Sold to Cruiser for 9250. Bradshaw, Vision, Duelist, Frank Immortal, and sold to Cruiser. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? We have Nate, Rank Diamond 2, Roll Duelist, 2500 creds. Is anyone going to go for Nate? Duelist, 2500 is what I'm asking for. 2500 reflex credits.
3000
4,000.
4,000 coming in from Mercy. No, Ratchet. Ratchet coming in 4,000. Ratchet coming in at 4,000. On the rise. Ratchet, 4,000. Do we have any outbids? Do we have any more bids coming in? 4,000.
4,050.
5,000.
5,500.
55. 6,000 from Ratchet.
650.
6,050. 6,050. Coming in from Millie. Ratchet going at 6,500. 6,500. Ratchet.
6550.
6,550. Cruiser at 6,550.
6,800.
6,800. Ratchet
Enjoy.
at 6,800. Ratchet at 6,800, ladies and gentlemen. Ratchet,
6850.
7,000.
6,850. 7,000. Ratchet isn't going to stop. There is no stopping Ratchet. 6,800, ladies and
Friendlies का है
gentlemen.
क्या?
6,800. 6,800, ladies and gentlemen. Nate at 6,800. Do we have anyone else outbidding Ratchet for Nate at 6,800?
No, he's on 7,000, I guess.
Wait,
His last bid was 7,000.
7,000. Let's
Yeah.
just confirm it. Ratchet, 7,000. 7,000 for Nate.
Yeah.
7,000, ladies and gentlemen. 7,000. 7,000. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? 7,000 for Nate. Do we have any bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen? Asking once. Asking twice. Asking thrice. And sold to Ratchet. Congratulations, Ratchet, on getting a hold of Nate. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next player on the deck. Let's see who do we have up for bids. And the next player is going to be Kitu. Rank Silver 3. I'm asking for 1,000
ये
credits.
अपना वाला किट्टू है क्या
ये अपना वाला किट्टू लग रहा है मुझे
हाँ
अबे हाँ
सिल्वर
रेवर
पहुंच गया
प्रिटी श्योर ये अपना वाला ही है
All right.
ले लो Zenith.
1,000
मुझे
creds,
WhatsApp पे
ladies.
बात कर लेगी
1,000 creds, ladies and gents. 1,000 creds. 1,000 creds. 1,000 creds. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Roll controller, rank silver 3. Harshal, aka Kitu, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Any bids coming up? No bids? No bids coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, no bids. Unsold. Kitu goes unsold at 1,000 credits. Roll controller. Moving on to the next one. Let's see what player do we have up on the deck as the next player. We have Geddes, rank Iron 3. Roll Sentinel. What I'm asking for is 200 credits, ladies and gentlemen. Keshav Gupta, 200 creds. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up for Geddes? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? 200 credits is what I'm asking for. for a player whose rank is Iron 3. Iron 3. T-Bone, Iron 3. 200 credits.
Why are you saying T-Bone Iron 3?
हाँ
T-Bone rank is Iron 3.
Iron 3. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? For Geddes at 200 reflex credits. No bids, ladies and gentlemen, no bids. All right, unsold. Geddes goes unsold at Iron 3. Roll Sentinel, 200 credits. Who else do we have? Let's see. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? We have TLG Nero for Ace. We have Gold One Duelist, 1200 credits. Any bids? Any bids coming up for Nero at 1200? Do we have any bids, ladies and gents? Seraph, Ratchet, Sherlock, Millie, Pooja, Mercy. Any bids for Nero at 1200? Gold Duelist. Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids? I don't think we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold. Nero goes unsold. Unfortunately, going unsold, Nero. Going on to the next player. Let's have the next player on deck. Let's see, who do we have? We have Padsy. Gold One. Controller. 1200 reflex credits is what I'm asking for. 1200 creds. Padsy for 1200 reflex credits. Do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids whatsoever? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Padsy, no bids. Moving on, Padsy, no bids. All right, unsold, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold. Padsy goes unsold. But let's have a look at the balance sheet now. Let's see what influencers have what amount of reflex credits left and figure out how much money they can spend. But talking about the lineups, we have Addy and Monkey D. Luffy going to T-Bone. He still has 23,000 credits remaining. Rafa and Godspeed. We have Seraph with 10,700 credits remaining. Raka with only one player, 23,000 credits remaining. And Vision onto Cruiser's list with 20,000 credits remaining. We have Pooja, who spent quite a bit. Almost 19,300 credits. She spent Strokey and Andrew. We have Doja and Nate on to Rachit. Robo with Jant and Jojo still have 20,300 credits. Cortez for, well, she has 2,100 credits. So Sherlock with Cortez, 2,100 credits. And the balance sheet is right on your screens. Millie is yet to bid for a player. Is she going to get a player in the next one? Let's see. Let's find out. Moving on to the next player on deck. Let's have the next player on deck. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we have? Who do we have? We have Insane, Rank Immortal, Duelist. And 3,250 credits is what I'm asking for. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have? Who do we have for bids? Insane. Any bids coming up? Share
4,000. 4,000.
4,000 and 45. Mercy, 4,500.
4550.
4550. Cruiser. 5,000. Pooja at? No, Mercy called 5,000. 5,100. 5,100. Pooja. 5,100.
5,300.
5,300. Cruiser at 5,300. Coming in hard at 53. 6,000. 6,000. Zeref coming in at 6,000.
6,200.
65.
6,200. 65. Mercy coming in at 65. Mercy coming in at 65. Cruiser.
69.
Losing hope, but 6,900. Zeref coming in at 6,900. What do we have? Do we have any more bids? 6,900. 6,900. Robo, do we have any bids? 6,900 for Insane Duelist. 7,000. Raka going in at 7,000 reflex credits for Insane. Millie, do we have any bids coming from you? You still have 30,000 credits. You can even inspire a play if you want. But 7,000 from Raka for Insane. Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Any bids?
Sell it.
7,000. 7,000 creds, ladies and gentlemen. 7,000 creds. Asking once. Ladies and gentlemen, asking twice. Any bids? Any bids? No bids? All right. Sold to Raka Zone for 7,000 creds. We have Insane going in. Immortal Duelist to Raka Zone's team. Moving on to the next player on the deck. Let's have the next player on the deck. Who do we have? We have NC Gold Tool. Sentinel 1,300 credits is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Raka just straight up left. Do we have any bids? NC.
That's so rude, man. That's so rude.
Raka be like, मैं कल आता हूँ. But do we have any bids? 1,300 NC for 1,300. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids for NC? Rank goal to Roll Central, 1300 credits. Do we have any bids? Anyone? Rachit, Millie, Sherlock, Pooja, Cruiser, Robo? Any bids coming in for NC? No bids. Looks like no bids. No bids. We don't have any bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold. NC goes unsold. And Raka. welcome
Sorry.
back.
I said be right back. No bids.
That's all right. That's all right. NC being unsold. Moving on to the next player on deck. Who do we have? Who do we have? We have Horcrux. Horcrux at Silver 1. We have Duelist. 800 reflex credits. And from the looks of it, he is a content creator. But do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen, coming in? Any bids at 800 reflex credits? Do we have any bids coming up? Any bids? Horcrux. 800 reflex credits, ladies and gentlemen. Rachit, any bids? Do we have any bids? T-Bone, any bids? Silver 1 Duelist, 800 creds. Do we have any bids? All right, Horcrux goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's see, who do we have as the next player up for bidding? We have Born Ruthless. Pretty grim, but Duelist. Bronze 1, 400 credits is what I am asking for, ladies and gentlemen. 400 creds. Duelist. Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have? Ruthless. Bronze 1 Duelist. And I'm just asking for 400 credits. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Or do we not have any bids? Do we have any bids? Looks like we don't have any bids. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Ruthless, asking last time. No bids. Unsold. Ruthless goes unsold. Unfortunately, moving on to the next player. Who do we have as the next player? We have Bullseye. Duelist. Immortal 3250 credits is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. 3250.
3300. 3300.
We have 33
5,000.
coming in from Pooja, going in at 5,000. 6,000 Zaref at
Insta-buy.
6,000. Insta-buy coming in from Millie for Bullseye. Immortal 12,500 credits going to Millie. Sold. And congratulations, Millie, on your first player, Bullseye. Insta-buy coming in pretty quick. And pretty expensive as well. It is going to leave a deep mark in your wallet, but sold. Bullseye. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have up for bidding? We have Tamlan J, rank Diamond 2 Sentinel, 2,500 credits is what I'm asking for. A pretty bargain. A really, really good bargain. 2,500 credits, rank Diamond 2. Roll Sentinel. Who do we have, ladies and gents? Who do we have?
3,500.
3,500. Mercy coming in at 35. Mercy coming in at 35. ZF. Mercy coming in at 35. 3,500. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any?
36.
50.
Wait, 36. Pooja. Who do you have,
Millie.
Millie? Sorry, Millie. 36, Millie. Pooja, what do we have? 3,600, Millie.
650.
3650, 3650, ladies and gentlemen.
4,000.
3650. 4,000, Millie coming in at 4,000. Millie for 4,000, 2,500 reflex credits. Diamond 2, Sentinel, 4,000 credits. Do we have anyone? 4,000 credits. Do we have anyone? Rachit, you seem pretty interested. Do we have any bids?
No
T-Bone, do we have any bids? 4,000, Millie. 4,000 credits for Tamilan. Do we have any
41.
bids? 41 coming in from Raka. Raka at 41. Raka at 41. Raka at 41. Tamilan, is it going to get sold? Raka coming in at 4,100, ladies and gentlemen. Raka at 41. Raka at 41, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone? No one? Raka, 4,100. Looks like we don't have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to get sold to Raka Zone for 4,100. Tamilan going to Raka Zone. Congratulations, Raka. Moving on. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have? The next player. Dinesh, rank Diamond 2. Diamond 3. And we have Duelist. No, but I'm not quite sure.
Is he
We
2
need to
or
confirm
3?
this. We need to confirm this. It should have been.
Did he
Diamond
just
3,
rank
but-
up?
Zero elo पे. Zero elo पे.
I think he just ranked up.
God, yeah.
It's D3, it's D3.
It's Diamond 3, it's D3, it's D3. All right, Duelist, 2,750. Who do we have? Who do we have for Danesh, guys? 3,000. 3,000. Zeref coming in at 3,000.
35.
Pooja. 30. Mercy coming in at 35. Zeref at 4. Zeref coming in at 4. Pooja, do we have any bids?
40, 50.
40-50. 40-50. We have Pooja at 40-50. 40-50, ladies and gentlemen. 40-50 is what Pooja is asking for. 40-50. Any outbids? 40-50 for Dinesh. Rank Diamond 3, full duelist. Base price of 2750, 4050. It is still a bargain. 4050, ladies and gentlemen. Any bids coming up? Any bids? Cruiser, Millie, Mercy, any bids
46.
coming up?
46.
4600. Mercy at 4600. Mercy coming in at 4600. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any more bids? 4600. Mercy at 46. Mercy coming in at 46. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Any outbids?
4650.
4650. Pooja coming in at 4650. 4650 for Dinesh. Pooja bidding 4650. Mercy 4650.
No.
4650. 4650, ladies and gentlemen. 4650 is what I'm asking for Dinesh. Before I sell him off to Pooja. Do we have any more bids? Any more bids? Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? No more bids? No more bids? Sold. Sold to Pooja Bisht. Dinesh going to Pooja's team. Moving on to the next player. Let's move on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have? Let's see. Who do we have? We have Sammy at Plat 1, controller, 1700 credits, 1700 reflex credits, asking for 1700. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? All right, Pooja, we have 1750? 1750? Pooja
Yeah,
at 1750?
yeah.
1750. Controller, Sammy, 1750. Ladies and gentlemen, 1750, 1750. Nice bicep, T1, but 1750.
Thanks.
1750. Do we have any bids? 1750. Pooja, 1750. 1750, ladies and gentlemen. 1750. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any bids? Anyone? 1750. I'm asking for 1800. Anyone? 1750 from Pooja. 1750, ladies and gentlemen. Asking once. Asking twice. 1750. 1750. All right. Sold once again to Pooja for 1750 creds. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's see. Who do we have as the next player? On the deck, we have
Oh bhai.
ओ
Omnicom.
भाई ये क्या हुआ इसको
Devin.
The camera.
उसको कुछ तो
Morning
हुआ है bro.
Camera का video क्या?
Well,
Nice,
we
okay.
have Omnicop at Silver
Yes,
1. Initiator.
अरे उसने ऐसे फोर्स किया बे. Sure.
अरे ये वाला.
अंधेरा कायम रहे.
राका अगले फोटोशूट में ऐसे.
Omnicop. 800 creds, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming in for Omnicop? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming in for Omnicop? No bids? No bids? Unsold. Omnicop goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have on deck? Let's move on to the next player. Let's see who do we have. We have Rex. Yash. Immortal Sentinel 3250 is what I am asking for, ladies and gents. 3250. Who do we have? Who do we have bidding for X? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? All right. 33, 3350, 3350, Rajit.
6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
6,000. All right.
615.
Wait. 6150. 6150 is what Zerif is bidding for. 6150.
6200.
6200.
6,500.
6500. Rachid. Well, you've been outbid. Zerif at 6500.
Take him, bro.
7,000.
This is when you cue sad music.
7,500.
You have him already. You don't have to outbid him.
No,
Nah, he said
Mercy is
7,000.
better.
Mercy.
Who?
No,
7,000.
someone
Mercy.
out.
Mercy said 7,000.
All right.
Mercy
Mercy.
just-
Mercy
yeah.
7,000. 7,500. We have Zerif at 7,500.
76.
76. Mercy
77.
at 77.
Oh
Zerif
my.
at 77. Zerif outbidding Mercy. 77. 7,700. I hope you guys realize you guys are tracking it from the same team, but 7,700. 7,700, ladies and gents. 7,700.
ले लो भाई.
7,700.
He just wanted
Being
to
so-
increase the bid.
Yeah, that is what he's been doing. But 7,700, ladies and gentlemen. 7,700. Do we have any more bids?
He just baited you.
7,700, ladies and gents. 7,700. 7,700. I'm asking for X. 7,700. Nobody? Nobody at 7,700. Then sold. Sold to
Can I have a
Zeref.
sheet, please, after this?
You have the
Balance
sheet. We all have the sheet.
We can have one of the admins DM you the sheet. But
Even
moving
फाटू
on-
के लिए बचा रहा है.
Pro कर रहा है यार फाटू गोली भाई.
थ्रो कर रहे.
Moving on to the next player, ladies and gents. Let's see who do we have. We have Veer. Iron 2, Duelist, 150 creds. Is what I'm asking for. XV rank. Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? 150 creds is what I'm asking for. Reflex credits, 150 for Veer. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No, we don't. Then unsold Veer is going to go unsold, unfortunately. But moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Let's have the next player on deck. We have Chota Gabbar at Silver 1. Roll initiator, 800 creds.
Ah, yeah.
Silver 1. Chota Gabbar, ladies and gents. Chota Gabbar? Anyone? Anyone wants to bid for Chota Gabbar? Chota Gabbar. Anyone? Anyone, ladies and gents? For Chota Gabbar at 800 reflex credits. Silver 1. No bids? No bids, ladies and gents? No bidding? Alright, no bids. Chota Gabbar goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on. Let's have the next player on board.
Oh.
Lord Batura. Alright, now this is going to be a very popular choice. 3250 creds. Been around in the community for a very long time. Recently gained popularity as a streamer. Lord Batura. One of the most loved guys in the community. Immortal. Plays pretty well. Roll Sentinel. Who do we have any bids? We have bids from Millie. Wait, we have T-Bone at 4,000. Do you have T-Bone at 4,000? 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have?
5,000.
5,000 coming in from Mercy. 5,000, ladies and gentlemen.
6.
Millie coming in at 6. Do we have any more bids?
6,500. 6,500.
Cruiser at 65. Zaref? 6,500 is what I'm asking
I don't
for.
even have creds.
6,500 is what I'm asking for.
तब भी चुप है ये तब भी
अभी चुप है
6,500 is
66.
66. We have
खर्चा हो गया रे
66
भाई.
from Mercy. 6,600. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, 6,600. 6,600. Raka going in at 67. Ladies and gentlemen,
7,000. 7,000.
7,000. Mercy coming at 7K. 7,000. 7,000 T-Bone. 7,000. Are we asking for more? Do we have more?
7,050. 7,050.
7,050.
Okay, bhai, cruiser.
Cruiser asking for
भाई
7,050.
प्लीज भाई एक तो लेने दे एक तो दे
Cruiser asking for 7,050, ladies and gents.
मेरे को पहले ही राका ने गरीब कर दिया एक प्लेयर में
7,250.
देखो
7,250, ladies and gents. 7,250 Mercy for 7,250 reflex credits for Batura. Do we have any more creds? Do we have any more bids? Lord Batura,
73.
7,300. Raka coming in at 7,300, ladies and gentlemen.
75.
75. Robo at 75. Robo at 75. T-Bone with his calculations, but 7,500. 7,500. Robo asking for 75. Do we have any bids?
76.
76. Raka coming at 76.
50 more
7650.
7650
7650.
77.
77. Raka at 77. Who do we have?
7750
7750. We have 7750 coming in from
78.
Rose.
इकोनॉमिकल
78.
बिडिंग
Raka coming at 78.
7850
7850. 7850, ladies and gents.
79.
79. Raka coming at 79. 7900. 7900 for Batura. Sentinel at Immortal. 79. Base price of 3250.
8000
8,000, ladies and gents.
850.
Robo coming in at 8. Ooh, wait. 8050 is what you mean. 8050.
yeah, he means 8050 he wants
8050. 8050, ladies and gents. 8050. Raka's asking for 8050. 8050. Do we have any more bids? Batura. A lot of potential. Sentinel, Immortal, 3250 base price. But do we have any more bids, ladies and gentlemen?
81
81. Robo coming in at 81. 82. Raka at 82. 8,200 reflex credits coming in from Raka for Batura. 8,200 credits. 8,200. Do we have any more bids? 8,200.
85.
for Batura. 85. Robo at 85. 8,500. Do we have any bids? 8,500, ladies and gents. 8,500. Robo at 85, ladies and gents. 85.
86.
86 at Raka. Raka at 86.
राका और भी
zone.
प्लेयर्स हैं यार, लेने दे.
अबे तू अपनी रैंक देख, तू D3 है, मैं G3 हूँ.
रागा तो D2 था एग्जाम में, याद रखियो. जॉट भूलना मत. जॉट क्या खेलता है तू? रेना.
Okay, what's the bit rating right now? Do
83.
you remember, Mamba?
83.
83.
8300.
83. It is kind of difficult to keep a track of the numbers in the conversation, but 83. Do we have any bids?
84.
84. Robo coming.
85.
85. 85. Raka at 85, ladies and gentlemen. 85, 85, 85. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Robo?
87.
85, 50. 87. 87. 88. 8800. 8800 reflex credits. 8800. Raka zone at 88. Do we have any more bids coming
Let's
up?
go.
Zaref, are you bidding?
He doesn't have money. He doesn't have the money. He can bid whatever he wants.
उधर ले लो यार, उधर दे दो.
But Raka.
Very
Right now,
last
do we have
silver
any
player
more
देंगे.
bids? Any more bids? 9,000? What was it? Let us just confirm it with the
88
admins.
was the
88,
last.
8800. 8800, 8800.
छोड़ना.
89.
89. 9,000. 9,000.
Good.
9,000, ladies and gentlemen. 9,000 for Batura. Do we have any more creds? 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. Raka, you might have to buy a Prime Vandal at the same time to have him play in your team, but 9,000, 9,000, ladies and gents. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Robo? Any bids? Any bids?
नहीं
9,000
मेरा
asking
soul,
once.
sell it.
Asking once. Asking twice. Any more bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any more bids? Raka on the edge of his chair. Any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Soul to Raka zone. And, well, congratulations, Raka. Moving on to
Congrats,
the next
Raga.
Good one.
one. Moving on to the
Badura.
next one.
OP.
Who do we have?
Okay.
Who do we have? Who do we have next? TF7 Cold Bat. Cold Bat. Silver 2 Duelist. 900 creds is what I am asking for. 900 creds is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
I'll be back
Do
in
we have
1
any
second.
Yeah. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids coming in? Doesn't look like we have any bids coming in. Karan, going unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on for the next player. Who do we have? Ladies and gentlemen, as the next player, who do we have? We have Gravity by Gold 3, Roll Controller. 1,400 reflex credits. 1,400 reflex credits. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gents, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
Gravity vibe.
Gravity by. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever, ladies and gents? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? I don't think so. We have any. So Gravity going unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on. We have Salmon Boy.
Nice.
Rank Gold 1. Rank Duelist. Sorry,
Salmon
Roll
Boy.
Duelist.
पक्का बिकेगा.
Salmon boy.
1,200 reflex credits. 1,200. Salmon Boy. Salmon Boy. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
सैलमॉन भाई को नहीं खरीद सकते अभी.
It's kind of hard to take these names with a straight face, to be fair. But do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever, ladies and gents? For Salmon Boy, do we have any bids? No bids? All right, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on. We have Tej at rank Silver 2, Roll Sentinel. And, well, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gents? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
No.
For Tej, Silver 2. No bids. All right. Unsold. Moving on. Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's actually move on to the balance sheet first, and let's have a look at the remaining credits with all the influencers. What does the lineup look like? And I glide to Mercy, Millie with only one player, insta buying him. We have T-Bone with 2, Zerif with 3, Godspeed, Rafa, Rex, Raka with 4 players, Cruiser with 1, Pooja with 4, Rachit is with 2 players, the least amount of credits is actually with Zeref, but his lineup does look stacked. Two Immortals, and I'm not sure if Godspeed was a Diamond 3.
Diamond 3.
But
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
pretty stacked lineup, ladies and gentlemen. But moving back to the screen, the influencers. This is when we call for a recess, so you guys can sit down, strategize on what players you want to buy, and to all the lovely viewers, just hang in there because it is going to be a recess for everyone to calm down a bit, collect their thoughts, collect what players going to have, and it's all in all build up a new strategy with the amount of credits they have remaining. So do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, because on the other side we'll be back with more bidding.
Baby, why you act so cold? That little dress hotter than July. Your mama said look out for guys like me, but you keep on cheating out the corner of your eye. I'm trying to be calm, act so cool, but there ain't no use trying to hold it inside. Before another comes and makes me a fool, I'm gonna look you right in the eye.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nvidia Reflex Challenge Streamer Invitational brought to you by Nvidia and AORUS. My name is Ranjit Mama Senior Patel, and for everyone who's missed out on the first half of the auction, this is still phase one. We still have 50 more players to bring up for the auction, but now we're at the halfway mark of phase one, and along with me, I have 10 influencers who have been at each other's throat, especially Zaref, who's run out of credits now, trying to increase and inflate the price of every player there is. But moving on to the next player. Before we do that, I want to have your take. Starting off with T-Bone, what do you think about this entire process, and how did you come in with a strategy?
क्या हुआ बे?
हिंदी में बोल हिंदी में बोल
बढ़िया
English.
क्या हो बे?
So T-Bone, मैं पूछ रहा था कि आप ऐसे ही आए थे या स्ट्रैटेजी लेके आए थे?
स्ट्रैटेजी लेके आया ऑब्वियसली बिडिंग है भाई.
बढ़ेगा है.
आईपीएल में
और ज़रा-
एक्सपीरियंस है मेरे को पता है.
अच्छा.
मैं तो बिडिंग में मजे ले रहा था. It was the
ज़ेरेफ
most
तो
fun
बस
part.
बढ़ा रहा है प्राइस.
हमें गरीब कर रहा
ये
है
सब
यार.
सस्ते में निकल जाएंगे तो बीटी है यार. मुझे इंस्टा पे करना पड़ा है.
What about you, Raka? You've been pretty quiet.
No, I just asked T-Bone, say, what should I do? He said, like, 3 immortal, 1 diamond. I was like, okay, done. That's what I did. And I
Sherlock?
wanted 2
Yeah, sorry, go on.
duelists. So
Okay.
the one thing which I came up with, I just need 2 duelists. That's what I have. So that was
Makes
the
sense.
basic idea.
How about you, Sherlock? Did you come in with a list of players you wanted to have?
Yeah.
Is it working out though?
No.
Rachit has been added as well when he wants to get a player. So how about you, Rachit? Has your list been working out?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. Mercy bhai?
नहीं यार, अपने को स्ट्रोकी चाहिए था तो ले लिया इन्होंने. तो अभी
That's
देखते
kind of
हैं.
unfortunate.
डुएलिस्ट नहीं मिल
But
रहा ना अपने को. लगता है
Millie
5
did.
सेंटिनल का
Sorry,
लगा
go
के
on.
खेलना होगा.
Millie, you're muted. Millie, you're muted.
No, but Millie did miss out on a bit of the auction. Unfortunately, there is going to be phase 2, जहाँ पे सारे unsold players वापस आएंगे. But how about you? Did you come in with a list though?
Millie's muted.
Are Millie is muted.
She is muted. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
muted on
I'm
Discord. Yeah.
sorry. I said स्ट्रोकी पे तो मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा सब लोग नजर क्यों डाल रहे हैं.
अगर
That's
मैं
my
नहीं लेती ना
prayer.
मैं नहीं लेती ना
नजर
स्ट्रोकी
डालने
तो
का time नहीं
ज़ेरिफ ने भी उठा लिया
अरे
था
तो
हाथ
मैं
कि
स्ट्रोकी का
स्ट्रोकी
नाम आते ही इंस्टा पे था मेरा. नॉट
नहीं तो तू थी नहीं ना यहाँ पे
वो
तू
थी
थी
नहीं
नहीं
ना.
हाँ
अच्छा ठीक
इसलिए
है. सो अच्छे
अदरवाइज मुझे
हाथों में आ
स्ट्रोकी
गया.
लेना नहीं था मुझे मेरा था कि मुझे राफा इंस्टॉल करना है पर उस टाइम ज़ेरिफ ने बोल दिया
मर्सी का भी आंखें थे स्ट्रोकी पे.
मुझे रेबल ने बोला था.
मैं स्ट्रोकी के साथ खेल रही हूँ, मैच में हूँ, मेरे को स्ट्रोकी बोलता है मिली मेरा बिड हो गया. I was like, what? Okay, it's a joke, I guess. चलो ठीक है.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the bidding process once again. Let's have the next player on board, the 51st player. Who is it going to be? Who do we have as the next player? Inflex, Immortal Sentinel 3250 is what I'm asking for, ladies and gents. 3250 credits. Who do we have? Who do we have as the first bidder? And what do we have as the bid? So, do we have anyone? Do we have anyone? Rachit? Any bids?
3300.
3350.
3350. Cruiser at 3350.
3400.
3450.
Robo calling 4,000. Robo bidding in at 4,000. 4,000. Ladies and gents, 4,000.
Oh wait, let me do some maths.
4,000. Do we have anyone coming in? 4,000. Robo asking for 4,000, ladies and gents.
4100.
4,100. Rachit at 41. Rachit at 41. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone? 4,100, ladies and gentlemen. 4,500. 4,500. Robo. Raka just not caring, but Robo
No,
at
no, no, no.
4,500.
There was so much light coming to my eyes. So.
Right. Robo at 45. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and gents?
4600.
Rachit at 46. Rachit coming in at 4,600. Do we have anyone? Rachit at 4,600, ladies and gentlemen.
47.
47. Robo at 47.
48.
Rachit at 48. Rachit at 4,800, ladies and gents. Any outbids? Do we have any bids from anyone else? Anyone else?
5,000.
5,000. Mercy coming at 5,000. And all the maths, just all the numbers popping up in front of Rachit's face. But Mercy at 5,000. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any out bids coming in? Do we have any bids, ladies and gents? Do we have any more bids coming up? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Any bids? Asking once.
5100.
5,100. Rachit at 5,100. Rachit at 5,100. 5,100, ladies and gents. 5,100.
52.
53.
53. Oh, 5,300. That was quick. That was quick. 5,300. Rachit at 5,300, ladies and gents.
55.
55. 55. Mercy
56.
coming in. Rachit at 56. 56. 56. Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? 5,600. Do we have anyone? 5,600. Inflix at 5,600. Base price of 32.50. Roll Sentinel ranking model. But do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Asking once. Asking twice. Do
57.
we have any more bids? 57. Robo. Robo at 57. Robo at 5,700, ladies and gents. And if you can raise your hand, it helps me. So do that whenever you bid. But Robo at 5,700. Do we have any more bids? Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any more bids? Any more bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Asking once, twice, 5,700. Anyone? Sold. Inflix being sold at 5,700. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next guy? Let's see. Let's see. Who do we have as the next player coming up? Advent. Bronze 2. Roll Sentinel. 500 reflex credits is what I'm asking for, ladies and gents. Do we have any bidders? Do we have any bidders? Do we have any bidders for Advent? 500 creds. Anyone? T-Bone, Robo, Zaref, Rachit, Pooja, Raka, Mercy, Millie, Sherlock, Cruiser. Anyone? Nobody? No bids? No bids? All right. Edwin goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Moving on, ladies and gents. Moving on to the next player. We have Zakrims. We have
Is he
Zakrims
Diamond
and
2 or
did
he just rank down?
He's Diamond 2. He's,
Okay, okay.
he's stuck between.
Okay, yeah, he's zero elo, zero elo.
He has like Diamond 2 and 50. I think that's why it's like.
Okay, okay.
All right. So he is Diamond 2. His role is initiator. And I'm asking for 2,500 creds. Ladies and gents, do we have 2,500 creds?
3,000.
3,000. Mercy coming in hot.
3,100. 3,100.
3,150.
3,200.
3,200. Cruiser at 32.
35.
We have 35. Mercy at 35.
Yeah,
Who do we have?
maths.
Mercy at 35. 35, 35, 35, 3,500. Cruiser going back to elementary school.
Yes,
3,500.
1 second, 1 second.
3,500, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any more?
3,600. 3,600.
3,600. We have 3,600. 38. Mercy asking for 3,800.
1 minute.
3,800, ladies and gents. 3,800. Mercy coming in hot at 3,800.
3,850. 3,850.
4,000.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
4,000. 4,000. Mercy at 4,000. Do we have anyone? Do we have anyone else? Asking once, ladies and gentlemen. Asking twice. Do we have anything more than 4,000? Do we have any more bids? No bids. No bids. All right. Sold. Sold to Mercy. Moving on to the next one. What player do we have? What player do we have? Let's have a look. The next player we have is Saikovsky. Saikovsky at Diamond 3, 2750 creds. Initiator. Let's see. Do we have any bids for Saikovsky? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Zaref bidding for Saikovsky. 2,800. 2,800 coming from Zaref.
2,900.
3,000.
3,000 from Millie. Millie at 3,000. Millie at 3,000. Millie at 3,000. Millie at 3,000. Robo and Zaref probably having a laugh, but Millie.
31.
31.
No, Zaref
Robo.
cannot build anymore. So that's why I'll.
3,100. Robo. Robo asking for 31. 32. 32. Sherlock asking for 32.
33.
33. Millie coming in at 33. Millie coming in at 33.
34.
Millie. T-Bone at 34.
35.
Sherlock at 35. 36. Millie coming at 36. 3,600, ladies and gentlemen. Millie asking for 3,600. 4,000. T-Bone at 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. 4,000. 4,000. 4,000. Do we have anybody? 4,000.
4,500.
4,500. 4,500. Was that Rachit?
Yeah, 4,500.
4,500. 4,500.
600.
46. 46. T-Bone coming in at
47.
47. Rachit at 47.
48.
Sherlock
49.
called in 48. Sherlock called in 48. Rachit at 49. Rachit at 49,
Five.
ladies and gentlemen. 5,000. Millie at 5,000. 5,000. Millie at 5,000. Tchaikovsky, 5,000. Diamond 3 Initiator. Do we have 5,000 and above? Do we have 51? Do we have 52? Do we have any bids? Any bids for Tchaikovsky? Any bids, T-Bone? Any bids? 5,000. Millie bidding at 5,000 for Tchaikovsky. No bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen. No bids, no bids. Asking once, twice, thrice.
5,200.
Sold. Whoa.
I
sold,
said
I'm sorry.
5,200 though. It's okay. It's okay.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That is so
It's okay,
unfortunate. But Tchaikovsky going out at 5,000 for Millie. And moving on to the next player. Moving on.
That's a
Moving
good
on.
one, yeah.
Blades with Plat 2. Rank being Plat 2 controller. 1850 reflex creds. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? No bids? Pooja? No bids? No bids.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, any bids for Blades? Plat 2 controller 1850 is what I'm asking for. All right. Blades goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Adawat at Immortal. Duelist 3250 Adawat. Do we have any bids coming in, guys? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
2,500.
3,500.
3,700. 3,700.
Cruiser at 3,700. Cruiser at 3,700, T-Bone. Cruiser at 3,700. Cruiser at 3,700.
5,000.
5,000 from Mercy.
हेलो भाई
Straight up, 5,000 coming from Mercy.
एक तो duelist दो भाई.
एक घर लेना है बे
एक duelist तो दो.
Adawat, 5,000 creds is what I'm asking for. Mercy coming at 5,000. Ladies and gentlemen, 5,000. 5,000, 5,001. Any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Adawat? Immortal.
5,100. 5,100.
5,100. Cruiser with his calculator. 5,100. 5,100.
52.
Wait, who was with the bid? 52? Mercy coming in at 52. 5,200. Mercy with 52. Mercy coming in at 52, ladies and gentlemen. $5,200, ladies and gents. Do we have any bids? 5,201, 5,202. Do we have any bids? Sold to Mercy. Allow it. We going to Mercy's team. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck and see which player it is going to be. And we have Nefa 2K. So, well, at least somehow Fatu made it over here. Bronze 3, Initiator, 600 creds. Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming in? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? For Bronze 3 Initiator, 600 reflex credits is what I'm asking for. Any bids coming in? Do we have any bids? I don't think so we have any bids, but once again, do we have any bids? All right, no bids, unsold. Nefa goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Moving on. Let's have the next player on deck. We have Worm, Plat 2, Duelist, 1850 creds is what I am asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Worm, Plat 2, Duelist. Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Seraph, a budget duelist. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Sherlock, Cruiser, Raka? No bids, no bids. All right, unsold. Moving on. Worm goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Kabiro, Gold 1 Duelist, 1,200. Gold 1 Duelist, Kabiro. Can we have some bids, please? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, T-Bone, do we have any bids? Raka, any bids? No bids, no bids, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids in any form whatsoever? No bids. All right, unsold. Kabiro goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's see what player do we have. And we have Hunt Missile 26, Silver 1, Sentinel 800 credits. Do we have any bids? Anyone wanting to pick up a Silver 1 Sentinel? Does anyone want a silver one Sentinel? I'm asking for only 800 reflex credits. Anybody? No bids? Ladies and gentlemen, no bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? All right. Unsold. Hunt missile goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck, please. Cruzen. Immortal Duelist 3250. This is going to be interesting. 3250. Rank Immortal. Roll Duelist. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids for an Immortal?
3,300. 3,300.
3,300. Cruiser coming in at 3,300. 3,300. You can come in at 3,300.
3,400.
3,400. But just to be clear, ladies and gents, you can quote 3,250 as well as the starting bid. But 3,400. 3,400. Do we have anyone? Coming in?
3,450.
3,450. Do we have more bids? 3,450. Cruiser bidding 3,450 for Cruiser and 3,450. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone else? Do you have any bids? Any bids? Ladies and gentlemen.
3,600.
3,600. 3,600 coming in. Rachit, 3,600, ladies and gents.
3,650. 3,650.
3,650. We have 3,650, ladies and gents.
3,700.
3,700. Raj, 3,700. All right.
1 minute. 1 minute.
3,700.
कैलकुलेटर नहीं चल रहा.
Do we have any bids, guys? Cruiser doing his math.
Enjoy.
All right, Rachit. Do we have any more? We have Mercy.
4,000.
Mercy, do you have a bid?
4,000.
4,000. Mercy coming in at 4K. Rachit, sadness seeping onto his face. 4,000. Mercy coming in at 4,000. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen? 4,100. Rachit coming in at 4,100. Who do we have? 4,100. We have Rachit coming in at 4,100. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Any more bids? Asking once, twice. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, any more bids? No bids? All right, sold. Congratulations, Rachit.
Thank
Moving
you.
on. Moving on to the next one. Rachit is pretty excited getting a player this time around. But we have Slayer.
Mercy made it expensive for me.
Mercy made it
अरे
expensive.
मेरे को
for you,
चाहिए
but-
था यार वो.
We have Slayer, Goal 3 Initiator with 1,400 reflex credits is what I'm asking for. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? No bids? Ladies and gents, any bids? Any bids? No bids? Anyone? Nobody? All right, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Slayer goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and gents? We have Blue Wave 2003. Gold 1, Sentinel 1200 creds is what I am asking for. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Zaref, any bids? भाई यही है जो बजट में आएगा.
अभी वेट कर रहा हूँ हाथ में है कब नहीं हुआ तो
ऐसा ही
phase
होना
two ही
चाहिए.
भाई, phase
सिर्फ
two
4
में।
हुए ना तेरे 4 हुए ना.
तीन.
But his lineup is pretty decked, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Zero
His
best
lineup is
three.
pretty
I'm
decked.
looking for 1 or 2 names और नहीं मिला तो भाई phase 2 ही अल्लाह बचा ले.
All right, no bids, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold. Blue Wave going unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on. We have Spy Razor. Rank Iron 3, Sentinel. All I'm asking for is 200. 200 is all I'm asking for. A very, very nice bargain. 200 for a Sentinel Iron 3. Do we have anybody? Do we have anybody, ladies and gents? Nobody? No bids? Anyone? All right, no bids. Moving on. Spy Razor going unsold. Next player we have is Gorang, Immortal Controller with 3250.
Insta buy.
You gotta wait.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Henry. Yeah.
Insta
Alright.
buy.
All right, Cruiser going in.
Yeah,
Insta buy.
Insta
So
buy.
guys, you need to
Yeah.
wait for this screen to pop up.
I'm
And,
sorry.
That's all right. Insta buy. Gorang being sold to Cruiser. Sold to Gorang.
Insta
And
buy.
moving on. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? Let's see. We have Black Blood. I try and gold 1, Sentinel, 1200 creds. Do we have anyone? Any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids? All right. Doesn't look like we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen. No bids for a gold one Sentinel. 1200 credits is what I'm asking for. But moving on, Black Blood going unsold. Can we have the next player, please? On the deck is going to be Iconic Stanza. Plat 2 Duelist. 1850 credits is what I'm asking for, ladies and gents. Does anyone want Iconic? Anybody? Plat 2 Duelist. 1850 credits. Any bids? Do we have any bids? Pooja, Millie, Zeref? Once again, any bids? Passing once, twice, thrice. Unsold. Iconic goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's have the next player up on the deck. And he's going to be Savage Yodha. Diamond 2 Duelist. 2500 creds is what I'm asking for. 2500 reflex credits for Savage Yodha. Rank Diamond 2 and roll Duelist. Do we have anyone? Do we have anyone, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have anybody? Do we have anybody, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Running low on budget, running short on funds. 2500 credits is what I'm asking for. Rachit, any bids? Do we have any bids? Cruiser, do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, no bids. All right. Yodha going unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? We have Shozen. At Immortal Controller, 3250 credits is what I am asking for. 3250 only for an Immortal Controller. $32.50, ladies and gentlemen, for shows and Immortal Controller. 3250 credits is 3300. We have Pooja coming at 33. Pooja coming in at 33. 33. Do we have anyone more than 3300, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any more bids? More than 3300. Do we have any other bids? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? No bids?
I'm curious why T-Bone is waiting. T-Bone, what
मैं
do
भी
you
उसी
do?
नहीं रुका, मेरे को डर लग रहा है
He
टीमोन
is,
से।
he
फाटू
is
का wait कर
wait,
रहा है वो।
no, he is waiting for Snorlax.
हाँ
Yeah.
Also presume.
And he's
Oh,
gonna
भाई,
insta,
insta
and
buy
he's
करना है,
gonna
insta
insta
buy।
buy that. देखना
Insta
इंस्टा
buy
पे
करना
आएगा।
है,
for sure.
हाँ भाई, वो लिस्ट बना के आया टीबोन।
Let me check the funds. I need to see who all has the cash to insta buy. I actually need to check it. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, shows in 3300 Pooja Bisht. Anyone else? Nobody else? Sold Pooja Bisht. Shows in at 3300. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck. Let's see who is it going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, Titan coming in at 3250 ranking model roll duelist. And is playing at a cafe, so does have the LAN experience. Looks a fairly seasoned gamer. Do we have any bids?
3250.
All right, 3250. The 4,000 Titan coming in at 4,000 for T-Bone. Now the question is anybody going to outbid him? Do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids coming up?
4,200.
4,200. 4,200.
4,500.
4,500, ladies and gentlemen. 4,500. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have, guys? Who do we have? Do we have anybody, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have anybody? Do we have anybody, ladies and gentlemen, above 45? Do we have anybody above 45? 45? Ladies and gentlemen, asking once, twice, anybody, twice, sold at 4,500. Titan being sold at 4,500, and T-Bone spending some good money on a Titan. Moving on to the next one. What player do we have? Let's have a look at the player at hand. We have Awake, Immortal, Roll, Sentinel, and all the Immortals being saved for last. It is going to be difficult for a lot of you guys. who
I'm
not
waiting
managed
for
to
the
save fund.
Radiant. I'm waiting for the Radiant.
मोह माया है दोस्त, सब कुछ मोह माया है.
हाँ.
वही
समझ जाएगा।
फायदा नहीं है।
But moving on. Do we have any?
Honestly.
Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Awake? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? 3250 is what I'm
3,300.
3,300. Rachit coming in at 3,300. Rachit, 3,300. Immortal, Sentinel, 3,250. What do we have, guys? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have-
3,350.
3,350, 3,350, 3,350.
3,400.
3,400, 3,400, ladies and gentlemen, 3,400, 3,400, 3,500.
36.
Yeah, 36. I would still recommend raise your hands. It makes my life easier. 3,600. What? 3,600? 3,600, ladies and gents, 3,600. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anybody else? Do we have any more bids? At 36. Asking once, ladies and gentlemen, 3,600. 3,600 for Avik. 37, ladies and gentlemen, 3,700. Awake at 3,700. 3,800. Rachit coming in at 3,800. Is going to buy this. 3,800 for Awake. Do we have anyone else? Who do we have? 3,800. Rachit at 3,800. Who do we have? 3,800. 3,800, ladies and gentlemen. 3,801. 3,802. Do we have anyone else? 3,803. Rachit, congratulations on getting Awake. Sold to Rachit. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's see who the next player is. Next player is going to be Zerk. Hashtag Yeet. Right. I'm asking for 2750 controller, Diamond 3. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Raka at 2750. Base price 2750. Ladies and gentlemen, any bids for Mr. Zerk? Diamond 3 controller, ladies and gentlemen, 2750 is what I'm asking for. 2750.
रगा तू नहीं खेल रहा क्या टीम में अपने?
क्या कर रहा है?
भाई बाय करो भाई, क्या इंटरेस्ट
वो हाथ धो के पड़ा हुआ पता है? Right, anyone, any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Asking once. Any bids? 2750. Do we have any more bids? 2752. Do we have anyone? No? Nobody? Sold to Rakazone for 2754 base price. And moving on. I think this is the first player who went for base price, if I'm not mistaken. But we have Dominic, Gold 1, Duelist, 1200 reflex credits. Who do we have, ladies and gents? Let's see. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Dominic? 1200 reflex credits. Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids? No bids, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't look like anybody's interested. Any bids coming up? Any bids? No bids? All right, unsold. Dominic goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. And don't worry, guys. We still have phase 2 for all the unsold players. So you guys can bid for them again in phase 2. But before we bring on the next player, let's move on for the balance sheet and see how much balance does every influencer have. So talking about the balance sheet, Mercy can still insta-buy a player. Millie can technically insta-buy a player, but she will run out of credits. And it'll only be a 4-man lineup. Talking about T-Board, 18,700. Seraph with practically nothing. Raka running out of credits as well. Sherlock, though, with 21,500 credits. I'm not quite sure what the plan is over here. But Robo with 14,600. We have Rachit at 71. Pooja at 1,000 and Cruiser at 8,250. But the lineup that looks the most stacked over here is definitely Rafa, Godspeed, and Rex. Zeref going all in the first 3 players. So moving on to the next player, ladies and gents. Let's have the next player coming up. TZ, yep, 987. Do we have any bids for this Bronze 3 duelist? Starting at 600 reflex credits. Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody interested? Anybody interested in a Bronze 3 duelist starting at 600 reflex credits? Nobody? No bids? All right, unsold. Yep, goes unsold. Moving on to the next player, ladies and gents. Let's have the next player on board. Let's have the next player on the deck. We have Geo Mino Ashwiti. Geo, wow, it's quite a name. But Geo Mino Ashwiti, we have Plat 1 duelist, 1700 reflex credits. Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids coming in? No bids. Looks like we don't have any bids coming in. Asking once. Asking twice. Unsold. Geo goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck. And the next player is OC Spraymeister with rank gold 3, roll duelist. What I'm asking for is 1400 reflex credits. So let's have the bids. Let's have the bids coming in. Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any hands being raised? Do we have any hands being raised? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? No bids, all right? Unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's see which player is going to be the next. And well, it is going to be Sunil. Sunil Suresh, Immortal, Roll Duelist, 3250 the base price, no lags. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be quite a battle. Let's have the bids coming in now. Let's start with the raise hands. T-Bone called it first.
He called
T-Bone
it
call-
before the screen. Actually,
Yeah.
Wait,
he called it before the screen.
so
Yeah, I
this-
would give it to Sherlock. I would suggest you should give it
Yeah,
to
I think Sherlock got it.
Sherlock.
Saw the screen, I just said Instalog.
According to the rules, it should
Even-
be.
According to the rules,
according
you
to
need
the
to raise
rules-
your hand, which you didn't do.
No, she
okay?
did.
So I
She
raised
did
my
it, she
hand
did
and I
it.
installed it.
He
I
raised
also
Alright, ladies and
raised
gentlemen,
I raised
my
my
hand.
hand. Let the auctioneer decide. No,
Yeah.
I raised my hand. I said.
Mamba, सोच ले.
Alright,
एक्शन
it is-
रिप्ले चाहिए
it is-
मामा, एक्शन रिप्ले चाहिए भाई.
बाबा मंडे
चलो,
हमारे
चलो.
साथ ही खेलना है तेरे को मामा.
I raised my hand. I said Instalog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Instalog coming in from T-Bone first. Sold to T-Bone. Congratulations, T-Bone, going in. Snowlags going to T-Bone. Moving on to the next one. And guys, for now, this is the last time this happens. Next time, please raise your hands. And I know Insta buying is going to be difficult because a lot of people will have their hands up, but it really comes down to, just being noticed. And don't say Instalog before the screen is changed so that we don't have any confusion. All right, moving on to the next player. Moving on to the next player. Let's see, who do we have? We have Nade Expert. We have Nade Expert with Plat 1 controller, 1700 reflex credits. Let's see, who do we have? Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids coming up? Do we have any bids coming up?
hair blue?
Chop.
Yeah.
It's called a dye.
He's some
Is it?
professional player.
I think
or
it's light.
Yeah, he's
I
a
think it's
professional player.
light.
Look at the jersey, no?
what? Yeah, the jersey.
Robo,
and
Jimmy.
all. He
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
for
Rank,
Team
rank.
ये स्मर्फ है भाई, ले लो.
रोबो बोल रहा हूँ मैं.
अबे तू लेना. अच्छा तेरे पास वैसे नहीं है, छोड़.
मुझे ऐसे
बोलो,
क्यों
wait
लग रहा है
करो.
वो फ्लैग फोटोशॉप किया हुआ है.
महीने में आखिर का वो होता है ना, वो लाइक 2-4 दिन, वैसा मेरा कंडीशन. जो फिर
All right, ladies and gents, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids for Nade Expert? Do we have any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever, ladies and gents? Any bids coming up? Any bids? Do we have any bids? Any bids, guys? No bids? All right, unsold. Nade Expert is going to go unsold. Moving on to the next player. Do we have? What player do we have? We have Xander X, Plat 2, Sentinel, 1850 is what I'm asking for. And that's quite a display picture, though. It's quite a photo to submit. So I would definitely buy him for the meme potential. I would definitely buy him for the meme potential.
So
If
you
have
are
any
saying
bids.
he's a meme?
Look at the photo. It is supposed to be a meme. Nobody wears shades inside a room.
Okay.
मैं तो पहनता हूँ भाई.
All right, ladies and gents, do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids coming in? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids. All right, unsold. Xander goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Who do we have? Exile Shock. Immortal Controller 3250. Who wants Exile? Who wants Exile? Ladies and gentlemen, who wants Exile? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Sherlock, Cruiser, Millie. I'm not quite sure about the balance at this point. I'm not keeping a track, but all right, Sherlock at the base price of 3250. Do we have any bids? Base price of 3250. Ladies and gentlemen, 3250. 3250, ladies and gentlemen, 3250. Do we have any more bids? Asking once, asking
33.
twice.
33.
33. Mercy coming at 33. 33. 33. Sherlock. Mercy coming at 3300. 34. 3400. Sherlock bidding 3400 for Exile. Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and
35.
gentlemen? 35.
35.
Mercy coming at 35. Mercy at 3500 for Exile Shock. Mercy coming in at 3500. Do we have anyone else? Do we have anyone else?
36.
Sherlock coming at 3600. Who do we have, ladies and gents?
37.
37, 37, 37. T-Bone coming in at 37, ladies and gents. T-Bone coming in at 37. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? 37, 37. T-Bone coming in at 37, ladies and gents. Sherlock, do we have any bids? Asking once. 3,700. Once again. Exile Shock. Controller for 3,250. Do we have any more bids? No more bids, ladies and gentlemen. One final time. Do we have any bids whatsoever? No bids? All right. Sold to T-Bone. Congratulations. Moving on. Moving on to the next one. What player do we have? What player do we have? Let's see. Let's see. We have Kazu. We have Kazuya. Immortal Duelist. 3,250. All right, ladies and gents. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? We have Kazuya. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever, ladies and gents? Any bids? Any bids?
33.
33. All right. Mercy coming in at 33. 33. 33, guys. Mercy coming in at 33. Mercy at 3,300 for a duelist. Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Pooja, Raj, Sherlock, any bids? Do we have any more bids at 3,300? 3,301. Do we have any bids? 3,302. Any bids? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? No bids? All right. Sold. Sold at 3,300. Kazuya to Mercy. Moving on to the next one.
Cancel
Running
it.
low on cash. Everyone running low on cash. Let's have the next player on the deck. It is going to be Never Die. Rank Silver 1, Roll Sentinel, 800 Reflex credits. Moving on. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Ladies and gents, we have Uday Rawat. 800 credits is what I'm asking for a silver 1 Sentinel. And, well, we do not have any bids coming in. Do we have any bids, ladies and gents? I don't think we have any bids coming in. So unsold, Never Die, going unsold. Moving on to the next player on the deck. Let's have the next player. We have Zach. Diamond 3, Sentinel, 2750. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we have bidding for Zach? Jignesh Lalke. Do we have anyone bidding for Jignesh? Anyone, ladies and gents? Anyone bidding for this player? Diamond 3 Sentinel, 2750 credits is what we need. 2750, ladies and gentlemen. Any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids? No bids? Ladies and gentlemen. All right, we have Zeref starting off at the base price of 2750. Zeref trying to make the most of the situation with a D3 Sentinel. And any other bids? Any other bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any other bids? Millie, do we have any bids? We have Zeref at 2750 for the base price. No bids. Asking once. Zeref bidding 2750 for Zach. Twice. Nobody, ladies and gentlemen, no bids. All right. Sold to Zeref for the base price of 2750. Moving on to the next player. And let's have a look at the next player. DX Immortal 3250 is the base price. Let's see. Who do we have? Who do we have bidding for DX? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever?
3250.
3250, the base price. Ratchet starting off at the base price. Do we have any other bids? Any other counter bids? Do we have any other counter bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any other bids? Do we have any other bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any other bids coming in? 3250, asking once. Ladies and gentlemen, asking twice. No bids. Anyone else? No bids. All right, sold. We have the player sold. DX to Rachit. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck. Let's see who it is, what role, what rank, and what price. We have Bronze Suit Duelist at 500 Reflex creds. Any bids coming in for the player? Do we have any bids coming in, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Doesn't look like we have any bids. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. All right. Ashni going unsold. Moving on to the next one. Can we have the next player on the team, please? We have Quake, Immortal, Initiator, 3250. Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids whatsoever? Any bids?
3250.
Base price of 3250 coming in from
Cruiser. Yeah. 3250.
Yes, sir. 3250. You gotta wait for the screen, my man. Sherlock at 3300.
3400.
3400. 35. 3450. 3450. Sherlock at
3500.
35. Cruiser at 35. Cruiser at 35. 3550. Sherlock at 3550. We have 36. 3600. Quake at 3,600. Do we have any bids? 3,650,
4,000.
3,650. 4,000. Quake. 4,000. Do we have any bids?
5,000.
Cruiser at 5,000. Going all in with this one. Sherlock. I need 5,050, 50-50. I need
Sherlock,
50-50.
boy.
I need 50-50. I need 50-50.
550.
Anyone?
I mean 50-50, yeah.
50-50, yes. 5,050.
5,100.
5,100, ladies and gentlemen. Cruiser coming at 5,100. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids?
50.
5,200. 5,200 coming in from Sherlock. For Quake, Immortal, Initiator.
5250. 5250.
The base price of 3,250. Cruiser coming at 5,250. Trying his best to retain this
53.
player. Sherlock, 5,300.
5350.
5,350. A bidding war between Cruiser and Sherlock. 5,350 coming in from Cruiser.
55.
5,500.
55, 50, 55, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5,600.
5,600 coming in from Cruiser. 5,600, ladies and gentlemen. We need
50.
Please.
I'll go with 6.
6,000.
60,
6,000.
50, 60, 50.
60-50, ladies and gentlemen. 60-50. A bidding war between Sherlock and Cruiser. 60-50. 60-50.
61.
अरे इतने
6100.
सारे आके गए ये क्यों चाहिए 62
62. 6,200, ladies and gents. 6,200. 6,200. Do we have any more bids? 6,200. 6,200, ladies and
63.
अरे 6350
63.50 coming in from Cruiser once again. Outbidding Sherlock by 50 reflex credits.
65.
6550
65.50. 65.50. 65.50.
ले लूं
65.50.
भगवान आपका
Cruiser.
भला करे
All right, ladies and gents. One final call. Any more bids? Any more bids for Quake? Any more bids? No bids? Sold to Cruiser. Quake being
Thank
sold
you.
to Cruiser. Moving on to the next one. You gotta thank Sherlock, bro.
yeah thanks Sherlock.
Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? Dash. Duelist. 2,500 reflex credits. Siddhant Karmakar. Diamond 2 the rank. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids?
2,500 if I have that much. Can I know my balance if it's
I think the admins might be able to help you with it.
1700.
yeah can you
You cannot buy.
oh
Robo's been keeping a track.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he has the sheet.
oh no
Nice
Yeah,
It's on the sheet. He has the sheet.
oh yeah
So, Cruiser, you have
1,700.
1,700.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't really buy anybody else. So, you will probably be stuck with a plat player, most likely.
yeah that's fine.
But any bids? Ladies and gents, any bids coming in? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? No bids? All right. Dash and sold. Moving on to the next one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't see your hand. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hand. I didn't see your hand. All right. It's okay. Millie coming at the base price of 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. Base price of 2,500. Anyone? Ladies and gents? 2,500 for Dash. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. Ladies and gentlemen. 2,500.
Sold.
2,500. Nobody? All right. Nobody? Sold to Millie for 2,500. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. Who do we have? Who do we have? Clueless 003. Rank and 3. 200 credits is all I ask for, Cruiser. This fits in your budget. Fits right in your budget. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up? No bids? No bids, ladies and
Zaref,
gents?
You can buy.
जेरेफ ले सकते हैं
Zaref हो जाएगा लाइनअप पूरा
नहीं I'll wait.
You will wait
I
for
won't.
one.
I have an interesting name spotted.
100 रुपए में चाहिए तुमको
No.
Sale
Alright, no
लगने
bids,
वाली है
ladies and
क्या?
gentlemen. No bids, no
Is
bids.
there a sale coming out?
नहीं
No,
नहीं
we are-
नहीं,
we
नहीं,
are
Zaref is
phase two.
waiting for.
We have phase 2
50%
coming,
off.
guys.
एक और फेज है
Huh,
हाँ,
phase 2 is
phase two
when
ना,
all the
phase is
unsold players, all the unsold
क्रेडिट
players.
कार्ड है क्रेडिट कार्ड
Even
उन पे
पनवेल जाना
डिस्काउंट
क्या?
मिलेगा क्या फेज 2 पे?
क्या है 2500 है
No discount.
देगा।
No discount. Money management, fiscal responsibility कहते हैं इसे. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's see. YB God, Radiant Initiator, 4,000 credits. Radiant, who do we have? Guys, any
Insta by.
bids?
Insta by.
You gotta raise your hands.
Insta by. Not
All
this
right,
time.
Sherlock going in for the Insta by sold Sherlock. And it would have been pretty unfortunate had Sherlock not even gone to YB. Would have been pretty unfortunate.
Was he even there in the list?
He was,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
he was.
टॉप में
4 more, Emily go. Moving on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Who do we have? We have Cyrus the Gamer. Okay, for Cyrus the Gamer YT, Silver 1. Controller, 800 credits is what I'm asking for. Ladies and gents, 800 credits. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? Anybody? Zaref, once again, fits right in your budget. Do we have any bids?
ऐसा लग रहा है बहुत पिटाई होने
उधर
वाली है।
चाहिए।
जेरफ लोग तो
No,
पिटने वाले हैं।
All right. It doesn't look like there are going to be any bids. So unsold. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? We have Maxi OP rank Iron 1 duelist 100 creds. Iron 1 के नीचे rank है क्या?
नहीं.
नहीं है
नहीं.
All right. So the lowest the price will ever go 100 points. Iron 1 duelist. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? No bids? All right, unsold. Let's have the next player on the screen, please. And we can have the bids going on, but we have Skyfall.
What? इसने कान में रुमाल क्यों डाला हुआ है?
नहीं टोपी में वो it's under the टोपी.
Habibi is under the top.
Habibi. He's Habibi.
All right, Platinum 1 duelist, 1700 credits. Do we have any bids? T-Bone, do we have any bids?
When your AC is broken, this is what you do.
खरीद भाई टीबोन
ले ले यार।
T-Bone वो भी टोपी पहनता है। ले ले भाई।
क्या
All right, no bids coming in for Skyfall Savvy. Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? We have Stunner Immortal Duelist. 3250 credits is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have? Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen.
I'll
Do
bid.
we have any bids? Wait, just a sec. Robo, base price for 3250.
3300.
Sherlock at 33.
Millie.
Millie. All right. No, Sherlock raised the hand and you spoke.
Okay.
All right. 3350, Sherlock, I assume. 34. We have 34. 3400, ladies and gentlemen. Immortal, 3400 is 3500. 3500 is still fairly cheap. It's a big bargain. 3500 for Stunner. Do we have anyone else? Stunner at 3500 as the duelist, 3550. Sherlock coming at 3550. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we have? 3600. Millie at 3600. 3600. Millie at 3600, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have anyone else?
Yep.
All right, we have 3650. 3650. Sherlock, 3650. Millie at
4,000.
37. Robot, 4000. We have 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. Any bids over 40,050, 4050. Do we have anything higher than 4050? I'm asking for more than 4050. Do we have 4100? Do we have 4100, ladies and gentlemen? Is there 4100? Do we have it?
4100.
41. Sherlock coming in at 4100.
4150.
4150. Millie coming in at 4150. Who do we have? Who do we have? Do we have any more bids? 4150, ladies and gentlemen. 4150. 4150. I need 42. I need 4200. I need 4200. Asking once, ladies and gentlemen. 4200. Sherlock coming in at 4200. Anyone? 4300? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Asking once.
43.
4300. Millie coming in at 4300. 4300. Millie coming up.
4350.
4350. Sherlock at 4350. 4350. Sherlock coming in at 4350. We have 44. 4400. Millie coming at 44.
45.
We have 45. 45. Sherlock coming in at 45. 4550. Millie coming in 45.50. Sherlock, I need 46. Do we have 46? I'm asking for 46, ladies and gentlemen. 4600.
4750.
47.50.
48.
48, 48. We have Millie coming in at 48. 4800 reflex credits. We have 4800 credits being bid upon, Stana. Do we have more? Do we have
Five.
4850? 5,000. We have 5,000 coming from Sherlock. Sherlock at 5,000. What do we have? What do we have, ladies and gents? What do we have? 5,000. Sherlock. Millie, do we have more? Do I have 5,100? Do I have 51?
50-50.
50-50. Trying to go in for a bargain. I like it. Business acumen, 50-50. We have Millie coming in, 50-50. Do we have more? Do we have 51, Sherlock? Do we have 51? Do we have 51, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have 51? Do we have 5,100, ladies and gents? Sherlock, do we have 51?
52.
No.
Mercy coming in at 52. Fairly interesting. 5,200. Mercy coming in at 50,
50.
5,200.
5250.
Wait, didn't he come in at 5,300? So you need to quote more than that.
He said
5,300.
52.
No, 52. I said 50.
52. All right. 52. 52.50. Millie, 52.50.
53.
Millie, 53. Mercy at 53. Mercy at 53, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have more? Do we have
54.
54? We have 54 coming in from Millie. Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have more? 54. I need 55. I need 55, ladies and gents. I need 55. Do we have 55? Do we have 55? Do we have it? Do we have it? Do we not? Asking once, ladies and gents. Asking twice. Do we have 55? No. Sold. We have sold Stunner for 5,400. Congratulations. And moving on to the next player. Moving on. Let's have the next player on the deck and see who it is and what his rank is going to be. We have a goal to OC Parsi. Roll Sentinel, 1,300 reflex credits. What do we have, ladies and gents? What do we have? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever, guys? Do we have any bids? I don't think we have any bids, ladies and gents. No bids. All right, unsold. Parsi moving on to the next player. Parsi going unsold, and let's have the next player on the deck. We have our Miracle, Diamond 3, Sentinel, 2750 is what I'm asking for, ladies and gents. Miracle, 2750. That is what I'm asking for. Ladies and gents, 2750. Diamond 3. Do we have any bids? Any bids whatsoever, guys? I'm asking once. T-Bone putting on his shades. वो करने चल रहा है दोस्त.
ज़्यादा
ये भी
लगाऊंगा.
He has too many screens.
God, guy.
T-Bone, how many screens do you have in front of you?
4 screens.
Oh no.
What?
क्या कर
वो पार्ट
एक
टाइम वो
में
है.
नेटफ्लिक्स देखता है, एक में नेटफ्लिक्स
नहीं
देखता है.
नहीं पार्ट टाइम चौकीदार है ये.
Security. CCTV देख रहा है.
All right, ladies and gents, do we have any bids? Do we not? I don't think so. We have any bids. Moving on, unsold. Miracle goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? NSD Fragger. Immortal Duelist 3250 is what I am asking for. Do we have any bids?
पक्का.
Millie.
Reverse psychology, bro.
100%.
All right, 3250 base price starting at
अभी भी खेल
3250.
रही थी उसके साथ.
हाँ अभी teammate.
अभी देखा.
6,000.
क्या?
ओ भाई, हेलो.
He just wants to steal from her. That's it.
6,000. Mercy coming in at 6,000, denying Millie Fragger. 6,000. Mercy, 6,000. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we have more than 6,000 right now. Nobody has the cash. 6,000.
खेल गया.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6,000.
6,100.
Let's go.
6,500.
65. Do we have more? 65. Do we have more, ladies and gents? More than 65. 65. 66. Robo on 66. Do we have more than 66? 7,000 coming in from Mercy. 7,000, ladies and gentlemen. I need more than 7,000. I need 71. Do we have 71? Robo, do we have 71? Millie, do we have 71?
I don't have money.
She doesn't have money.
All right, 7,000. Mercy at 7,000. Asking once, ladies and gents. Anyone? asking twice. Sold to Mercy for 7,000 fragger. And moving on to the next one. What player do we have? Jelly Senpai at Bronze 2, Duelist, 500 credits.
Cute है भाई. मेरे पास पैसे होते तो मैं जरूर बाय करता.
हाँ ना.
मेरे नेफ्यू जैसा लग रहा है.
हाँ यार.
नेफ्यू होगा वो.
मैं बाय कर लूँ क्या रखा तेरे लिए?
हाँ प्लीज ना.
सच में कर लूंगा.
फंड ट्रांसफर करो भाई. मोनोपोली चल रही है यहाँ पे पूरी. Mercy bidding 500. Mercy bidding 500. Jelly Senpai.
Nice.
Jelly Senpai on bid for 500. 500. Any more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any more bids? Do we have any more bids? His mom is definitely going to be happy about this. But do we have any more bids?
Yeah.
Guys, sentiment पे खेलो ना यार थोड़ा. Do we have any more bids? All right, no bids. Sold to Jelly Senpai. Sorry, sold to Mercy. Jelly Senpai going in for 500 creds. Moving on to the next one. We have, who do we have? We have Sonic model 3250, Sentinel 3250 is what I am asking for.
How many immortals are there भाई? बहुत पिटाई होगी भाई.
वो रहने दे तू रहने दे ठीक है.
आपका तुम्हारी टीम में
T-Bone
बहुत
का
सारे immortal
T-Bone तेरा टीम तो फुल कर पहले.
दिल से रेडिएंट मर्सी.
Seraph and T-Bone का team stacked है भाई पूरा.
दिल से रेडिएंट.
But do we have any bids? Do we have?
चले कर रहे हैं.
5 immortals left though.
T1 ने जो स्कोर चेंज
देख रहे हैं
ये भाई पूरा भाई
ट्रैक क्यों लग रहा है?
भाई एनालिसिस कर रहा है भाई.
एक्सेल शीट का प्रिंट आउट निकाल के काटा है ना, मैं बता रहा हूँ.
भाई 4 मिनट होते कुछ नहीं कर रहा होता है. 4 मिनट होते कुछ नहीं कर रहा. भाई.
No bids, guys. No bids. Do we have 3250? All right, unsold. Moving on to the next one.
फर्स्ट इमॉर्टल अनसोल्ड ना.
Not fairs, but it does look like fairs. All right, slow one.
स्मर्फ है ये, गारंटी स्मर्फ है.
नॉट डालने वाले लोग ऐसे करते हैं.
हाँ, नॉट
एटीट्यूड भी दिया है डीपी में.
हाँ.
भाई रेडिएंट वाला एटीट्यूड.
T-Bone ले ले भाई.
This is T-Bone walking into a radiant lobby. Full attitude.
कहाँ आ गया मैं?
Any bids, guys? Any bids? 800 credits is what I'm asking for. No bids. All right, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Fairs going unsold. Moving on to the next one. We have TZ come to Papa. Rank Silver 2 Sentinel 900.
ये तो T1 लेना ही पड़ेगा यार, नाम भी देख.
Come to
All right, what I'm asking for is 900 credits, ladies and gentlemen. 900 credits is what I'm asking for. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? I don't think so. We have any bids. All right, no bids. Unsold. Come to Papa. Going unsold. It's going to go back to Papa. But moving on to the balance sheet. Let's have the balance sheet on the deck. And let's see how much balance. And we have 2,000 creds onto Mercy, 4,600 onto Millie, T-Bone with 2,500. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-man squad. And we have 1,000 creds onto Pooja. So Pooja, Rachit, Millie, Mercy, T-Bone, Raka, and Seraph. They have their entire lineups. Cruiser is going to struggle a bit with 1,700, but Sherlock still has 9,000 credits left. I'm not quite sure what Robo is waiting for though.
वो बैनर में कर ले रहा है.
14,600 credits. But
I want to see the
ladies and
players first, and then I can go further a bit.
yeah, we will have phase 2. But coming back to you guys, to all the influencers, this concludes phase 1. This concludes all the players. Now we will go to phase 2, but there is a short break before that. But let me just walk you through phase 2. Phase 2 is going to have all the players which were unsold in the first phase, and it's not going to be at a discounted rate. It is going to be the exact same rate. So, ladies and gentlemen, do account for that. But apart from that, are you guys happy with the lineup? Starting off with Mercy, are you happy with the lineup?
Yes. बहुत
How about you, Millie?
Except for Stroke, I'm missing him. That's all.
That's kind of unfortunate. You missed out on the early auction, so can't help it. T-Bone,
सही चल रहा है. Just
चल रहा है.
Exile Shock out of syllabus आया. Quake को buy करना था लेकिन
नहीं
थोड़ा
नहीं कोई एक नहीं.
कोई दिक्कत.
How about you, Zarif?
It's perfect.
Perfect.
थोड़ा सा overpriced, एक दो left right हो गया, but ठीक है चलो.
Raka?
We'll manage.
Yeah, it's good. Rank wank सब मोह माया है. It depends
भाई.
on the day.
मतलब
And I will quickly take a word from Sherlock, Robo, Rashid, Pooja, and Cruiser. But Sherlock, coming to you. Are you happy with your buys?
Yeah.
You didn't manage to bag a radiant though.
Except
नहीं
for
Snorlax
that
के लिए
scam.
you scammed
Except
with
for that
Snorlax.
scam.
That is the reason why I have this gavel and not you.
Snorlax.
वही.
T-Bone, लोग हैं T-Bone कर रहे हैं chat में.
Alright. But Robo, coming to you. Are you happy with your buys?
I have not bought so yeah.
हाँ क्या
For
क्या
now, what
करेगा?
जो अभी खरीदा है मैंने
क्या करोगे?
हाँ तो अभी जो खरीदा है उनसे I am happy but I'm looking in like और क्या क्या मिल सकता है मेरे को.
Let's see. Rachit, how about you?
I'm happy. I just need one more player and I'm sorted.
Alright, Pooja,
Yeah, I'm happy with my team.
Madanji.
I'm just sad that she took bullseye, Millie. Rest I'm happy.
Alright. Well, that's for each influencer, ladies and gentlemen. But we are going to go on a really, really short break. On the other side, we're going to have phase 2 lined up for you guys.
Oh भाई.
Baby, why you act so cold? That little dress hotter than July. Your mama said look out for guys like me, but you keep on cheating out the corner of your eye. I'm trying to be calm, act so cool, but there ain't no use trying to hold it inside. Before another comes and makes me a fool, I'm gonna look you right in the eyes. Do what you need, do what you like. It's your thing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nvidia Reflex Challenge Streamer Invitational brought to you by Nvidia and AORUS. My name is Ranjit Mama Senior Patel, and alongside me are the 10 influencers who've been at each other's throats for the bidding process and trying to build the best lineup. Talking about all the influencers we have Mercy, Millie, T-Bone, Zaref, Raka, Cruiser, Pooja, Rachit, Robo, and Sherlock. And Raka, very merrily having a meal. I think he's happy with his lineup. So
Yeah, that's why I'm having a meal.
yeah, he's practically done with the auction. But talking about all the players and all the players who've been sold, let's have a look at the lineup and let's see what players do we have and who are the captains. So talking about the money as well, Zaref did actually go all out early on. He did splurge a lot, which actually came back to bite him in the backside later on. But talking about the lineups, let's rate the lineups according to my own experience. So I do see Rafa, Godspeed, Rex, and Zach onto Zaref's lineup, which is pretty strong on paper. Then T-Bone's lineup again, Addy, Monkey, Titan, Snorlax, and Exile. And the most surprising part over here, the Radiant being picked up by Sherlock. So I'm really interested to see that as well. But we do have some preferences in terms of players. So for example, Raka picking up Batura and a couple other friends that I haven't tried to pick up. But moving on with the auction process, this is going to be phase 2. It is going to be all the unsold players coming up in order of the ranks. So it is going to be in descending order. Immortals, Radiants first, then Diamonds, then Plats, then Golds, Silvers, and Irons. All right, so moving on to phase 2. Let's have the first player on board and see who that player is. So starting off, we have Sonic. His rank is Immortal, Sentinel, 3250 credits to spend. Who do we have? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids for Sonic?
3250.
3250. Rachit with 3250. Sherlock, 3300. 35. All right, 3500. Do we have 3500? T-Bone doesn't care. He just leaves. 3500. Do we have 3500? Usko Panvel jana hoga. 3500. 3850. All right, Rachit is here with 3850. We have 3900 coming in from Sherlock. 3900, ladies and gentlemen. 3900. Do we have 3900? Do we have 3900? Do we have 3900? Do we have 3900? Asking once. 3901. 3900 true, ladies and gentlemen. One final time. 3900. Do we have 3900? All right. 3850 it is. Rachit, sold. Sonic is going to be in your lineup. Congratulations. Moving on to the next player. Let's see who do we have. We have a deck on the screen, and we have our Miracle Diamond 3 player, Sentinel 2750. Ladies and gents, taking your bids once we have you guys on the screen. So now, do we have any
कोई
bids?
नहीं मिली इसमें कर लो वो मिस हो गया
Do we have
Millie actually raised the hand and you missed it.
Wait, the last time?
Yeah.
हाँ? तो ऐसे करना पड़ेगा
याद दो
पूरा ऐसे पूरा zoom कर ऐसे
So here's the thing. I just recommend speak up the bid and raise your hand. So in case, to make sure that we don't miss out anything. Right. Mill is muted.
मिली म्यूटेड है फिर से इसने म्यूट किया
Okay, hi.
इसलिए
I got really cautious, like, hold on, did I miss out on an actual bid? I was like, let's see. But nonetheless, ladies and gents, we have Miracle at 2750. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? We have
Me.
2750 base price.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Base price 2750. Do we have any more bids? Do we have 2800? Do we have 3000? Raka is practically watching a movie, a live movie unfold. But do we have any other bids, ladies and gents? 2750 is the base price. Millie has bid 2750. I need 2800. I need 2800 to increase the bid. Asking once, asking twice. Any bids whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Sold to Millie for 2750. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's have the deck on board. And Miracle being sold to Millie. We have Kerry with 2750 credits. The first player in phase 1 to come up. Diamond 3 Initiator. Do we have any bids for this Diamond 3 Initiator? 2750 is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. 2750 Reflex credits. Taking your bids now. Do we have any bids? Robo. At the base price, 2750. Robo at 2750. Do we have any bids whatsoever? We have Sherlock at 2800. Sherlock at 2800. Sherlock. Do we have any more bids? 2800. I need 2850. I need 2850, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any more bids? 2850. Robo coming in at 2850. Robo at 2850. 29, 3000. Do we have 3000? Do we have 20? We have 2900. Sherlock at 2900. Do we have 3000? Ladies and gentlemen, 3000. 3000. Do we have 3000? Robo at 3000. We have Robo at 3000. Do we have 31? Or do we have 3050? Do we have 3050? Do we have 3050? Do we have 3050? 3050. Sherlock coming in at 3050. Do we have 31? 31. Robo coming in at 31. 3100, ladies and gentlemen. 3200. Do we have 32? Do we have 32? Do we have 32? Do we have 3200, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Robo at 31. Robo coming up at 3100. At 3100. 3100, ladies and gentlemen. No bids. We have 3200. 3200 or 3150. Sherlock, 3150. 3150. It is going to be 32. Robo coming in at 32. Robo coming in at 32, ladies and gentlemen. We have Robo with 3200. Do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? Any more bids, ladies and gents?
Bang.
32. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है सर. Hello. 3200, ladies and gentlemen. Asking once. Do we have any more? Do we have any more bids? 3200. Asking twice. More bids. So to Robo for 3200. Kerry being sold to Robo for 3200. We have. Let's have the next player on the deck. What do we have? Which player is it? What player do we have? We have Savage Yoda, Diamond 2, Duelist. 2500 creds. Do we have any bids for Savage Yoda? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? We have a bid. We do have a bid. 2500. Robo with 2500. 2500, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any more? Do we have any more? 2500 is what Robo is bidding. 2550. We have Sherlock at 2550. 2550, ladies and gents. We have 2600. 2600, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have more? 2600. I have 2650 with me. Sherlock at 2650. We have 27. 2700. Robo at 2700. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gents? We have 2750. 2750. 28, 28, 28. Can we get a massive spike? Can we get a big spike? Can we get 2850? 2850. We have 2850. 2850, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have more? 3000. Robo coming in with 3000. Coming in hot. Sherlock, do we have more bids? 3000. 3100. We have 3100. 3150. 3050. It's supposed to be 3050. But we're looking for massive spikes here. 3100. 3100. Can we get a 32 or 3150? 3150 it is. 3150. Ladies and gents. 32. 32. Do we have 32?
Yeah.
We have 32. Robo at 32. 3250. 3250, ladies and gentlemen. 3250.
35.
3500. Robo coming in at 3500. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have more?
37.
4.
4000. 4000. Robo coming in at 4000. Reflex credit. Savage Yoda, Duelist. Rank Dam 2. Robo has the money to bleed you dry. We have 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50. We have 40, 50, 40, 50. Do we have more, Robo? Do we have more?
4,500.
4500. 4500. That's a massive spike. That is a big spike. 4500. 47. Sherlock going after Robo. 4700. Savage Yoda. 4700, ladies and gentlemen. 48, 48, 48, 48. We have 48. We have 4800. Robo at 4800. We have more.
49.
Sherlock at 49. 5000. Robo coming in hot at 5000. Not wasting a moment. 5000.
51.
51. Sherlock
50,
at
53.
53. Robo at 53. Do we have more, ladies and gents? Do we have more than 5300?
55.
We have 5500. Robo, do we have more than 55? Do we have more than 55? Can I get a 56? Can I get a 56? Robo. We have 5500. 5500. We have 56. We have 56. Sherlock, we have 56.
5650.
5650. We have 5650. Robo, what do you have for us? 5650 is the ask. We have 5800. We have 5800. Sherlock. 5800 coming in for Savage Yoda.
59.
5900. Robo. I need 6. 6000. 6100 is what I need. We have 6000. Sherlock. We have 6000. Do we have more?
Yep.
Do we have more? 6050 is what we get. 6050 is what we have. Robo, what do we have?
6,200.
6,200. Again, 150 credit spike, 6,200. Sherlock, we have 6,200. Can we get more from you? 6,200. We have 6,250. 6,250 is what we have, Robo.
65.
We have 6,500. We have 6,500, Sherlock. We have 6,500.
67.
6,700, Robo. 67. Can we get a 68? Can we get a 68? We have 67. We have 67 reflex credits. Can we get 68?
68.
You have 68. I need a 69. We need 68, 50, 69.
50.
68, 50.
69.
69, 50.
69, 50. We have 69, 50. We have 69, 50, Robo. We have 69, 50.
7.
7,000, Sherlock. 7,000. Time to go all in, Sherlock. 7,000 is all we have. Time to go all in.
70, 50.
70, 50, Robo. All in.
71.
71, 71, 71. I want an all in. I want an all in.
50.
Let's go.
7150, 7150, 7150 is what we have, Robo. I want an all in.
Come on.
I need an all in, Robo. I need an all in.
Yes. Do it.
All in, Robo. That is what I need.
What's the count?
Bye.
7150.
सही है.
अरे वो इतना इतने लोग बोल रहे हो यार मैं कुछ कंफ्यूज हो गया
7150 is it? Sherlock? 7150.
Yep.
74.
74. We have 74. We have 74.
75.
75. 7500. 7500 is what we have.
8.
We have 8,000. We have 8,000, ladies and gents. We have 8,000, Sherlock. Can we get more than 8,000? Can
80,
we
50.
get 80-50? 80-50. 80-50. 80-50, Robo. 80-50. This is the time you go all in, Robo. All in.
कर भाई.
You go in on the deeper end, Robo. Do it.
Do it, bro.
Do it भाई.
80-50 is what we
Do
have.
it for the chat.
भाई
600.
मिलेगा नहीं बात में
हाँ.
8,600.
Do it for the chat.
8,600.
Yeah.
8,600. 8,600. 8,600, ladies and gents.
87.
87. 88. 88. 88. We have 88. Do we have 89? Do we have 89, Sherlock?
Yeah.
We have 89, ladies and gentlemen. We have 8,900, Robo. 8,900, Robo. Do we have more? Do we have more? Do we have more? 9,000, Sherlock.
Timon,
How deep
Cannot
can you
go
go?
above. She cannot go
Lay
above.
low.
Huh?
Lay low. She said
All
it, lay
right.
low.
Sold. Sold to Robo for 9,000 credits. Savage Joe, the Diamond 2 duelist. 2,500 points. The base price, 2,500 reflex credits. But moving on to the next player. What do we have? What player do we have? Let's have a look at the next player on the deck. We have PLG, Diamond 1, Sentinel, 2,250 is what I'm asking for, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Sherlock, you still have the credits. 2,250 is what I'm asking for. 2,250 is what I want. 2,250. Do we have 2,250? Do we have 2,250, ladies and gents? Do we have it? Do we have it? 2,250. Sherlock at 2,250 coming in at the base price. Do we have more? Can we get more? 2,250. The base price is the ask. We have a bid at 2,250. 2,250 is the base price, and we have an ask at that. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gents? Asking once. Do we have more? 2,250 for PLG. Asking twice. Can we get more? Can we? All right then. Sold. Sold to Sherlock for 2,250. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Let's see. What player do we have? What rank do we have? And the last player. Not actually the last player, but I think it was the last time one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. Xander X Plateau Sentinel 1850 is what the ask is. Ladies and gents, the potential. The potential of buying this player. 1850 reflex credits. Can we have the base price? Can we have the bid? Do we have a bid? Ladies and gents, do we have a bid? Do we have a bid? No bid? No bid, ladies and gentlemen? No bid? Mercy, Millie, Sherlock, Raka? No bid.
I
No
don't
bid.
have money.
All right, unsold. Unsold. Xander is unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. We have iconic stanza 1850. By the way, ladies and gents, to make your lives easier, these players have been arranged in the descending order of the rank. So if you're saving money for a better player, do not do that because it only gets lower and lower in terms of rank from this point on. Iconic stanza 1850 is the ask. Can we get a bid at 1850? Can we get? We have Sherlock 1850. 1850. Sherlock coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have more? Do we have more than 1850? Do we have more? Do we have?
I think
Can you guys?
no
Yeah.
one has.
I
Only
think
team
we need an update on the credits. So I will have the admin team give us an update. But in the meantime, do we have any more bids? Do we have any more bids? No bids? Sold. Right, moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the list and have a look at who the player is and what his rank is. The next player we have on the deck is Worm with Plat 2 Duelist 1850 is the ask, ladies and gents. 1850 is what I'm asking for. 1850, ladies and gents. Can I get 1850? Do I get 1850? Do I get 1850, ladies and gentlemen? Do we get 1850? Can I have 1850? We have Millie at 1850. 1850?
Yep.
Can we get more? We have 1900. Sherlock coming in 1900. Millie, what do we have?
I don't have creds.
Rip.
Rip.
Rest in peace.
Sherlock at 1900, ladies and gentlemen. Sherlock coming in at 1900. Do we have more? Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen?
Cheese.
Do we have more, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we have more than this. 1900, last ask. None. Sherlock, sold. Let's have the next player on board. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who is the next player on board? Who do we have as the next player? Let's have a look. We have plates. Controller, 1850 is the ask. Ladies and gents, are we gonna get a bid? Millie, are we gonna get a bid?
Yeah.
1850. 1850 is the bid. Ladies and gents, 1850. Do we have more? Do we have more than 1850? Can we get more than 1850? We have 1900. Sherlock once again denying Millie the buy. I think you can't get more than 8 players, obviously, including yourself. But if the idea is to drain out higher ranked players, it's working. Well, we do have 1900 coming from Sherlock. Do we have more, ladies and gents? I don't think we have more than this. More than 1900. No chance. All right, sold to Sherlock. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Let's get the next player on board. Let's have the next player on the deck. Who do we have as the next player on the deck, ladies and gentlemen? We have Skyfall Savvy, Platinum 1 Duelist at 1700 credits. A guy whose fashion sense is unmatchable. The question is,
He's a Habibi.
The Habibi
Wallah.
returns.
we have a bid at 1700. We have a bid at 1700. Millie at 1700 coming in.
Skyfall, you get extra every time you'll get a battle pass free.
Do we have more bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have more bids?
क्या हो रहा है इसको भी ले ले गया तेरे घर में
1800.
Robo at 1800. 1850.
1900. Low
1900. 1900. Ladies and gentlemen, 1900 from Robo. Do we have more? Do we have more? Ladies and gentlemen, can we get more than 1900? Do we have more than 1900? Do we have more?
Millie cannot bid over 1850.
पूजा कर भाई कुछ तब से चुप है.
बचा ही नहीं है भाई, कुछ बचा ही नहीं, फ्री में दे रहे हो.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, no bids coming up. Sold to Robo. Moving on to the next player. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? Who do we have as the next player? We have Nade Expert. Plat 1 controller, 1700.
T1 मैं कह रहा हूँ ये ले मैं कह रहा हूँ.
नहीं मैं स्पेशल
Millie, do we have a bid?
Yeah, me. Please don't bid.
Look at
We
his hair.
do have a bid. We do have a bid.
Yeah, that's me.
मैं
Millie,
सेव करूँ स्पेशल
Look
यहाँ
at
पे
his
battle
hair,
bill
ले लो.
लगी.
हाँ भाई.
1850.
Sport vibes, full e-sport vibes.
1850. Straight up
Millie is
1850.
going all in. Millie.
All in, all in.
Cut
Do
off
we
that.
have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Robo, do we have a bid? Robo, do we have a bid?
All in for his hair.
I don't have money. I don't have money.
T-Bone, do we have a bid? T-Bone.
T-Bone phone पे पूछ रहा है भाई.
Phone पे पूछ रहा है.
Do we have a bid?
Strategy
We don't have a
चल रही
bid.
है.
Rachid. Do we have a bid? Do we have a bid? Do we have a bid?
I don't
These are
have
the
pellets.
bids. Alright, Pooja, do we have a bid?
No one has except for T-Bone. I guess
Yeah.
when T-Bone.
I don't know what I think.
T-Bone,
Mercy
do
के
we
पास
get a
है.
bid?
Mercy के पास
Do we
है.
get a bid?
Mercy has
Mercy
it,
bid
yeah.
कर यार.
I know what he's waiting
Mercy,
for.
do
Mercy.
Mercy
मेरा भी
has
सात-
750
नहीं देखो देखो
You know it.
अभी देख ये अगर मैं 7 प्लेयर ले लूंगा ना ये लोग मिलके मेरे को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे इतना नहीं चाहिए
I need a bid. I need 1900, guys. 1900. No bids, no bids. Ladies and gents, T-Bone, Mercy, no bids. No bids for sure. Asking once, twice, thrice, sold. Sold to Millie. Finally, going all in, managing to get a player. Nate Expert, going to Millie. Let's have the next player on board. And in the meantime, let's get an update on who are the players, who are the influencers left with credits. I'm just gonna have the sheet open up real quick, but talking about the next player, we have Geomino Ash YT, we have Plat One Duelist, 1700 creds, ladies and gentlemen. 1700 is what I'm asking for.
I think what
1700.
T-Bone have now.
T-Bone.
T-Bone and Mercy. T-Bone and Mercy.
T-Bone
T-Bone.
किसके लिए वेट कर रहा
I
है
have
थोड़ा थोड़ा आइडिया हो
1700. I
रहा है
have
अब
1700.
Oh yeah,
T-Bone has it.
Cruiser
I'll
also
wait.
has. Abhi Cruiser will
Cruiser is
उसके
winning.
price range
क्रूजर
में
4
आएगा।
बंदों के साथ खेल रहा है क्या?
हाँ.
अरे नहीं
एक और winner.
But do we have a
एक
bid?
और
Do we have a
winner।
bid, ladies and gents? 1700. Do we have a bid? 1700. The base price. The base price. Do we have a bid?
ले ले यार Cruiser ले ले।
नहीं नहीं.
No bid.
कोई बात
No bid. No bid. No bid, ladies and gents.
185.
Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on. Moving on. Let's have the next player on the deck. You have Alpha. Alpha at 1700 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, Alpha at 1700. Subo, can we get any bids for Alpha at 1700? Ladies and gentlemen, at 1700 is what I'm asking for. 1700. 1700. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? I don't think we have any bids.
Alpha.
Asking once. Alpha.
ले ले.
All right. Mercy. Mercy coming in at 1700. Do we have any other bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we
Mercy
have?
तेरा slot लिया Alpha ने ठीक है?
All right. Asking once. Asking twice. Sold. Sold to Mercy for 1700. Moving on to the next one.
T-Bone
Yeah.
बहुत पीछे है भाई वो. बहुत
अरे wait
इंतजार करना
करूंगा।
पड़ेगा लो.
वेट करूंगा भाई। इसलिए तो
किसका
save
वेट कर रहा है?
वेट कर रहा है.
लो।
शायद टीमोन मैं भी उसी की वेट कर रहा हूँ जिसकी तू
GC
वेट टीमोन देख 4 तो हो गए अपने. अब मुझे पता है कौन लेना है. शिट भाई. टीमोन कितने क्रेडिट्स है तेरे पे?
बहुत सारे.
मेरा 2500।
अब मेरे को ये ओसी चाहिए ये. मेरे को नहीं मिल पाएगा वो.
All right, ladies and gents. OC GPI, do we have? We have 1700. Cruiser coming in at 1700. T-Bone. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Any bids, ladies and gents? Any bids? Cruiser उदास हो गया पता है?
अरे मेरे को पता चला टीमोन ले लेगा जो मुझे चाहिए था.
Oh no.
कौन?
Cruiser
नहीं।
coming in at 1700. All right, ladies and
ले।
gentlemen. Asking once, twice, thrice, sold. Sold to Cruiser. OC GPI at 1700 creds.
भाई T-Bone तुझे दो प्लेयर लेने हैं
तेरी
यार।
वजह से वेट कर रहे भाई. बता
all
देना
in
दो
कौन सा
प्लेयर
plate
लेने हैं।
चाहिए. कौन सा प्लेट
All
चाहिए
in
बता
जाऊंगा
देना
मैं।
मेरे को.
अरे टीमोन से नाम पूछ लो
और
डायरेक्ट
फिर
उस प्लेयर को ले
जाऊंगा।
आओ.
रख ऑल इन जाऊंगा भाई।
OC Spraymeister. Ladies and gentlemen, Spraymeister. 1400 creds is what I asked for. Can we get 1400? Can we get 1400? Can we get 1400? Ladies and
T-Bone
gentlemen,
only. T-Bone और किसके पास है पैसे?
do we get 1400?
अरे लिस्ट आगे आगे कर जल्दी मैं बोलता हूँ।
हाँ। T-Bone only T-Bone has the money.
अरे मैं सीधा नंबर बताता ना उस पे सेट करना.
All right, no bids, ladies and gents. Unsold. Spraymeister goes unsold. Moving on to the next one.
Is it 57? Raka.
रुक
We
मैं
have Gold 3. Initiator 1400 credits. Do we have any bids? Do we
Raga,
have
is
any
it
bids,
9?
ladies and gentlemen?
हाँ.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait.
9. Check कर.
Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? We don't have any bids. All right. Unsold. Moving on. Gravity buy at goal 3. Controller 1400 creds is what I asked for. Do we have bids at 1400?
I have
ladies
a
and
feeling
gentlemen?
if he starts making GT awards, he'll be popular.
कौन रे?
This gravity bike.
मुझे पता है तू किसको कंपेयर कर रहा
किसी को कंपेयर नहीं कर रहा भाई मैं. हेलो
है।
हेटर.
समझ गया रखा। समझ गया रखा ठीक है।
याद दिला दूं बिडिंग चल रहा है पॉडकास्ट नहीं ठीक है. All right, ladies and gents, do we have any bids? 1400? No bids? Unsold.
जब मिली के पास
Moving
पैसे ही नहीं है इसलिए म्यूट कर लिया.
Moving on. MTX Recreation. Who do we have? Ladies and gents, 1400 creds. Goal 3. Do we have any bids? Any bids whatsoever. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? I don't think so. We have any bids.
T-Bone तो सच्ची में वेट कर रहा है क्या?
Obviously bro, उसने पैसे
यही
बचाए
तो
किस लिए?
स्ट्रैट्स था।
अभी 33 हैं भाई और आने, फिर आएगा
क्या
नंबर।
कर रहे? प्रोसेस तो
ले ले
चलना
भाई।
पड़ेगा ना।
अरे इससे नंबर पूछ लो ना, डायरेक्ट ले आओ।
हाँ
नंबर
भाई
बता
DM
देना
कर दे
टीबोन,
ना, सीधा
नंबर बता दे टीबोन।
DM कर दे।
We need to follow due process, guys. Unfortunately, we can't do
अरे
that.
भाई ड्राकाजोन आईटी में काम किया था क्या है? प्रोसेस है भाई।
All right, ladies and gents, moving on to the next one. Unsold. Recreation goes unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? We have Senpai. At goal 3, 1400 credits is what I'm asking for. देखो हाथ में trophy भी है यार.
Come on T-Bone, the only trophy you'll get.
अरे टीबोन वो बहुत
He might be some elf.
अरे ले सकता है यार ये तू, फिर तेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा बचेंगे पैसे.
क्या करूं लेकिन?
अरे फिल हो जाएगा ना तेरा स्लॉट.
मुझे ऑल इन जाना है।
ओह
God.
वो वैल्यू नहीं रहेगा ना।
Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen?
स्पेशल फीलिंग देना है।
Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids, ladies and gents. No bids.
यार जब पॉडकास्ट ये एंड होगा ना मीटिंग, स्वाद चाहिए।
oh my god dude.
एंड में सब लोग कहेंगे वो मजा है।
Unsold. Let's move on to the next one. I wish I could just spam my gavel like this. हो जाता था, but can't.
Order.
Yes, sir. Toaster Roaster, goal 3. Duelist. 1400 credits is what I'm asking for. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we have? What do we have? Do we have any bids? Zaref? मजा आ रहा है?
Yes.
Spectator बन के.
चिल देख रहा हूँ। क्या चल
All right, ladies and gents, no bids coming up for Toaster Roaster. Toaster Roaster are going unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck. We have OC Parsi. Goal 2 Sentinel 1300 credits is what I'm asking for. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Any bids?
T-Bone बहुत खुश है यार, ये ले ले इसको।
मैं सेंटिनल हूँ ऑलरेडी, क्या करूँ?
Even Jetwin, guys, please.
वो भी
स्क्रीन
सेंटिनल
दिखता है वो रात को।
है?
टीबोन वैसे वो भी सेंटिनल ही है।
कोई मसला नहीं। यार इसका हाईलाइट है ये मीटिंग का। बहुत मजा आएगा, एडिटर नहीं है इसका।
क्या है टीम पे हाईलाइट के लिए सब कर रहा है।
T-Bone की रगों में content दौड़ता है, ठीक? खून नहीं होता. All right, ladies and gents, unsold. Parsi goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Incy. We have 1300 credits. I'm asking for 1300. Goal 2 Sentinel. Do we get any bids? Do we get any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we get any bids? I don't think so. Any bids? Any bids? Any bids? No bids? No bids? No bids. Unsold. NC going unsold. Moving on to the next player in the deck. Who do we have? MVP. Pronaimola. Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Okay, we do not. We do not have any bids. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unsold. MVP goes unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck. Dominic with 2200 credits being asked. Gold 1 duelist. 1200 credits being asked. 1200 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids coming up for Dominic? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids? All right. Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Who do we have? Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Blackblood? Anyone? Sentinel, Gold 1, 1200 credits. Do we have any bid coming up? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids? Any bids? Any bids? No bids? No bids? All right. Unsold. Blackblood, unsold. Moving on to the next. Blue Wave 2003. 1200 credits, Gold 1. Do we get that? Do we get Blue Wave? Do we get Blue Wave, ladies and gentlemen? Do we get bids? Nope, we do not get any bids. Unsold once again. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck. Kabiro. We have Kabiro coming up. We have rank gold 1, 1200 points. Roll duelist. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids? No bids. All right, unsold. Moving on to the next player, ladies and gents. Moving on. Having the next player on the deck, we have Salmon Boy.
Salmon boy.
Salmon Boy.
Boy.
1200 creds. Who do we get? Who do we get in bid? Do we get any bid? Ladies and gentlemen, for Salmon
ले
Boy.
ले यार T-Bone.
Salmon Boy, ladies and gentlemen.
सलमान भाई नहीं यार बता रहा हूँ ना रोबो स्पेशल फील होना चाहिए स्ट्रीम में एक समझ रहे
All right, ladies and gents, unsold. Salmon Boy, unsold. Moving on to the next player. Patsy coming in at 1200 creds. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids whatsoever? I don't think we have any bids. Cruiser, Sherlock, Millie, nobody. All right, unsold, unsold, unsold. Patsy going unsold. Moving on to the next player, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the next player on the deck. TLG Nero for Ace, gold 1, 1200 creds. Asking for 1200s. Do we have any bids? Any bids? Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think we have any bids. Unsold once again. Moving on to the next player. Let's have the next player on the deck. And hopefully, we're inching closer to T-Bone's favorite player. K2. 1000 creds is what I'm asking for. Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Any bids? Any bids? T-Bone might be considering this one. T-Bone. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids, T-Bone?
चलो किट्टू भाई को ले रहा हूँ मैं
Alright,
भाई आ जाओ
1000 creds. 1000 creds.
किट्टू भाई लेट्स गो के बाद
Alright,
all
ladies
in
and gents.
रोबो
Alright, any other bid? Any other bids? No bids. K2 sold T-Bone. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the next player. Next player on board. Next player on the deck. We have Warzone. Silver 3, Sentinel at 1000 creds. Do we have any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids, no bids, no bids. Unsold. Warzone going unsold once again. Moving on to the next player in the lineup. And let's have a look at the card, the player card. The rank, the role, and the price. Silver 3 Initiator at 1000 reflex credits. Who do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? I don't think we have any bids. No bids. All right, unsold. Unsold, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Aries.
ओह ये मेरा फेवरेट था
Vishal Banerjee. Silver
Yeah,
3000
yeah.
creds. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get some creds for Aries? Can we get some creds?
T-Bone इसका नाम क्या है?
एरिस ब्रो
No, the real name.
वो नहीं पता
All right, ladies and gents, any bids? No bids?
I
No
thought you
bids.
knew him.
Unsold, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck. Easy come to Papa. Papa asking for 900 credits. Is Papa going to find a home? Is he going to find a home today?
T-Bone
Do
ले
we have
ले
any
यार.
bids? Do
नहीं
we
भाई
have
T-Bone
any
नहीं
bids?
नहीं भाई क्यों
Do we
हाँ,
have
इतने
any
सारे
bids, ladies and
sentinels
gentlemen?
का
Do we have any more bids? No bids. Papa goes unsold once again. Can we have the next player, please? We have Tej. Silver 2, 900 reflex credits, Sentinel. Ladies and gentlemen, who do we have? Do we have any bids for 900 credits? Can we have a bid? No bid?
Only
All right.
Sherlock, T-Bone and Pooja can buy. Just we don't
Yeah.
have money.
Yeah. Well, no bids. Unsold once again. We have DF7 Gold Bat. Ladies and gents, do we have any bids coming in? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have any bids? No bids? All right, we don't have any bids whatsoever. Unsold once again. Gold Bat. Unsold. Can we have the next player, please? Not fair.
अरे
Not fair is coming up. 800 credits. Duelist.
T-Bone ये लेना पड़ेगा यार.
Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids coming up?
नहीं
नहीं, अभी
T1 will not go for this.
मुझे और
Do we have
सेंटिनल
any
चाहिए
bids?
लास्ट समझ रहे हो?
All right, no bids, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold. Fairs goes unsold.
Suspense
Let's
देख
see
रहे हो?
who do we
TRP
have.
बढ़ रहा है.
Cyrus, the gamer YT. Silver 1, controller, 800 reflex credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do
Nope.
we have any bids? We do not, unfortunately, have any bids. Moving on, unsold. Cyrus, once again, going unsold. Moving on to the next player. Who do we have? We have Never Die. Silver 1, Sentinel at 800 credits. Do we have a bid? Do we have a bid? Do we have a bid, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think so. So once again, Never Die going unsold. Moving on to the next player. Hunt Missile 26, Silver 1, 800 credits is what I'm asking for. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunt Missile, Hunt Missile, Hunt Missile. Do we have any bids? Any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any bids whatsoever? Do we have any bids? I don't think so. I don't think so. Unsold once again, Hunt Missile, unfortunately, unsold. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the team. Choda Gabbar. Silver 1, roll initiated, 800 reflex credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids coming up for Choda Gabbar? Do we have any bids? No bids. No bids, ladies and gentlemen. Unsold once again. मातम बना रहे तुम लोग.
हो गया हमारा भाई, पहले ही कर लिया हमने.
All right,
हमारा
unsold.
हो
Choda
गया.
Gabbar going unsold.
मन की बात पूछो.
Oh boy.
Omnicorp, Silver 1, 800 reflex credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? I don't think so. No bids coming up. Moving on. Unsold, Omnicorp. Moving on to the next player. Horcrux. Horcrux, ladies and gentlemen. Swapnil Sarkar, Silver 1, 800 credits is what I'm asking for. Do we have any bids? No bids. Unsold. Moving on to the next one. We have Chappal Chor
Chapal
69.
at 800 credits.
800 होता ना उठा ही लेता भाई.
Come on,
800
T1, buy it. The only 69 you'll have.
मेरे पास चप्पल है.
Chappal.
चप्पल है मेरे पास.
Do we have any bids for
Chappal.
Chappal Chor 69? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, for Chappal Chor. Chappal Chor. Ladies and gentlemen, any bids for Chappal Chor? No bids? Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Easy. Yep. 987. Bronze 3 Duelist 600 credits. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids. No bids. No bids. Unsold. Moving on to the next one. Nefa 2K. Or Nefa 2K. I don't even know how to say this, but Nefa 2K. Bronze 3 Initiator 600 reflex credits. Do we have any bids?
फाटू. मुझे फर्स्ट में देखा फाटू दिखा.
फाटू ही देखेगा
बस
ना तो.
T1,
फाटू.
जो वेट की घड़ी आ चुकी है बस.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, no
मस्त
bids.
strat बनाया राका. पहले तूने बोला इसको ले. मैंने बोला बाद में देखेंगे.
We have Ashni, Bronze 2, 500 creds, Duelist, any bids? Ladies and gentlemen, do we get any bids? Whatsoever. Whatsoever do we get any bids? No bids. Unsold. Moving on. Advent. Bronze 2, Sentinel, 500 creds, ladies and gents. Do we get any bids? Do we get any bids? No bids. Unsold. Once again. Moving on to the next one. Let's have the next player on the deck. We have Bronze 2, Anxiety, Playing Controller. Do we have
ये हो रहा है टी-बोन को.
one?
2 to go.
काउंटडाउन चल रहा है.
मेरे को एक लास्ट सेंटिनल चाहिए बस. कंट्रोलर नहीं चाहिए.
I will take
देख
it.
इनफ डुएलिस्ट है टीम में, सिर्फ एक सेंटिनल चाहिए. समझ रहे हो?
Oh,
I
Sherlock
ladies and
put
gents.
Sherlock too.
Sherlock did bid.
Just
Fifth
because of
five
the name.
500 credits. Anxiety. 500 credits. The नाम के वजह से लोग pick up हो रहे हैं.
Mm.
500 credits. Anxiety. Any other bids, ladies and gents? No bids. Sold to Sherlock.
मामा हमारा ओपन है फिर नाम से कोई लेगा ही नहीं हमें.
BBC लिए रखना पड़ेगा फिर.
होता तो अलग बात होती.
Born ruthless.
On ruthless.
Ladies and gentlemen.
दार्जिलिंग है
Does it-
बैकग्राउंड में.
यार टिबोन ले सकते हैं यार
दार्जिलिंग के
तू.
अलावा हरियाली
अबे
नहीं
मेरे को
है
एक लास्ट सेंटिनल चाहिए. डुअलिस्ट से क्या करूं
टिबोन.
क्या? एंट्री
नहीं
तो मैं ही
आने
निकाल
वाला है
लूंगा.
सेंटिनल. मेरे को आ रहा है फीलिंग. अगला है अगला है.
अरे
हाँ क्या है क्या कोई?
पूजा तू ले ले.
पूजा बाय नो.
अरे नहीं वो
मेरे को
उसको
बस
बिट
एक
करनी
सेंटिनल.
है. उसको फाइट देनी है टिबोन को.
मैं भी ऑल इन जाऊंगी ना. टीमोन किस पे जा रहा है ऑल इन? मैं भी उसी में ऑल इन
सेंटिनल
जाऊंगी.
चाहिए भाई
नेक्स्ट
मेरे
पे
को.
ऑल
अरे
इन
नेक्स्ट
जाएगा.
सेंटिनल,
हाँ,
नेक्स्ट सेंटिनल.
ओके.
नेक्स्ट
कहाँ ऑल
पे
इन
ऑल
जाओगे?
इन.
नेक्स्ट
Right, ladies and gents. Unsold.
राहत की
Move on
घड़ी
to the
आ
next one.
चुकी है
कहाँ
guys.
से जाएगी ऑल इन? हेलो फिर मैं ही
All
होंगी ऑल
in.
इन.
ऑल इन.
कैसे ऑल इन? मेरे पास ज्यादा
All
है.
in.
हेलो
कितने हैं
मेरे
तुम्हारे
को
पास? कितने?
इंस्टा लॉक कहना है.
1500.
इंस्टा लॉक.
1500.
और
मेरे
क्या?
इंस्टा
मेरे
लॉक.
पास 2000 है. इंस्टा
इंस्टा लॉक.
1000 ही है.
I still have Insta lock. Hello.
ऑल
I still have Insta lock left. मेरे पास
अच्छी बात है, मैंने
Insta
ले लिया
lock
पहले.
बची
कोई
हुई है.
पता नहीं था.
मेरे पास इंस्टा लॉक बची हुई है जो मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ.
ऑल इन.
मामा
दुनिया के
इंस्टा
सब में
लॉक
क्या हो
बचा
रहा
हुआ है. इंस्टा लॉक बचा हुआ है मेरा मामा.
But you need 12,500 for
हाँ,
Instagram.
you need 12,000.
हाँ बे.
वो क्राइटेरिया अगर तुम लोग ऐसे कर रहे हो तो बहुत गलत बात है. टीबोन को देना चाहिए.
ऑल इन.
But in any
भाई
case,
एक
in any
लास्ट
case,
सेंटिनल चाहिए था टीम में. हो गया अभी. 50.
any other bids, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have?
कहाँ
any
से
don't have
bid?
money.
नहीं होगा.
T-Bone is gonna
मामा,
all in.
यही स्ट्रैटेजी था पूरा. ऑल इन.
No other
I-
bids, ladies and gentlemen.
किसी के पास
All
है ही
right.
नहीं पैसा. हेलो.
Vesper sold to T-Bone. Moving on to the next one.
हो गया.
Moving on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the next player on the deck. We have Chomo.
अरे.
I'll buy. I'll take.
Chomo with
रागा के against.
bronze one. 400 credits is what I ask for, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids?
Chomu.
Robo asking for Chomo. Pooja asking for Chomo once again. 500.
वाह.
500. 500.
No, she has 500. You need. Wait, no, she has. No, you're. Okay, you have 500. Robo at 500.
I have 500 only.
Okay.
Robo at 500. Robo wanting Chomo at 500.
दो फाइव को चमो.
550.
इतिहास की किताबों में पढ़ाया जाएगा ये.
550 गया. पूजा को गया.
550. Chomu.
हाँ.
Chomu for the
पूजा
win.
शर्लॉक के
पूजा
पास पैसे. शर्लॉक के पास पैसे पर she doesn't have slot.
Oh no.
अरे यार.
Right, 550.
भाई शर्लॉक
550
ने
for
क्या
Chomo.
शॉपिंग करी है यार. पैसे भी बचा लिए.
The Ladies and gentlemen, the Battle of Chomu. Do we have any more? Do we have any more? 550.
That sounds so wrong.
All right, sold to Pooja. Moving on to the next one.
चोमू आपके लिए पूजा.
Clueless 0003. Rank Iron 3. Controller 200 credits. This is what I asked for, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Do we have any bids? Ladies and gentlemen. Last 5 players to go, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, last 5
Yeah,
players.
I'll take
Do
it.
we have
I'll
any
take
bids?
it.
Robo bidding 200 for Clueless. Any other bids, ladies and gentlemen? No other bids? No other bids? Sold. Moving on to the next one. Moving on. Spy Razor, 200 credits. Do we get Spy Razor? Do we get him, guys? Do we have any bids? Do we get any bids for Spy Razor? Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? No bids? All right, unsold. Moving on to the last 3 players of the day. Can we get any bids going in for Geddes? Iron 3, Sentinel, 200 Reflex credits. Any bids, ladies and gentlemen? No bids?
I'll take him. I'll take him.
Zarif bidding 200 for Geddes. Any bids? Any bids? Do we have any other bids, ladies and gentlemen? No bids. No other bids. Zarif sold. Moving on. Moving on. We have the last two players, the penultimate player. We have VX coming up. Any bids for VX? Iron 2 Duelist. Ladies and gentlemen, 150 credits. Any bids? Do we have any bids? No bids. Unsold. Let's have the last player on the screen. Iron 1. It doesn't get any cheaper than this, ladies and gentlemen. 100 credits. Max
150
EOP.
देगा.
It's
Raka already bidding 150. Raka bidding 150. Do you have any more bids? Ladies and gentlemen, any more bids? Does anyone want to go all in? Do you guys have the money?
Maxi OP.
Maxi OP, yes, sir. Right. No other bids, then sold to Raka.
I think
All right, ladies and
Puja
gentlemen,
can
that
buy, only
concludes
Puja can
our
buy.
It's done.
that
It's
concludes
done.
our list. But we're gonna have a look at the entire team roster as well. But before that, I want to come to you guys now. Have a conversation with you guys about the bidding process, the lineup that you have, and are you guys happy with the lineup? And how fun was it? Once again, starting off with you, T-Bone. You waited and waited and waited. Precise calculation.
नहीं,
I think
पहले
the
ban
guy.
करने वाला था.
मैं
end
एक
में
बात
सोचा
सोच रहा
कि-
था अगर
जरा
प्रोफाइल
फिर बोला
पिक्चर फेक
back
हुआ
कर.
तो
नहीं बोल सकते भाई. It
Ladies
was
and
really
gentlemen,
fun. I enjoyed it. मेरे को जो चाहिए वो मिला. मतलब players.
वो सुनील का बात करेगा सुनील का.
हाँ भाई.
सुनील. All right, Raka, how do you feel with the entire lineup?
Good, amazing. बस चप्पल तो पड़नी ही है, but never mind. Let's
Robo.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
I wanted Batura, but
No.
नहीं मिला
T-Bone
यार.
के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? उनके लिए क्या शब्द?
T-Bone was crazy, bro.
Crazy?
Crazy. Yeah, he managed money management ना T-Bone से सीखना पड़ेगा मेरे को.
Motivation
end
कुछ और
पे-
था.
भाई
ऐसा
राका
मैनेज
नहीं
करेगा.
देख रहे रोबो. राका नहीं देख रहे अबे. बड़ा बिजनेस में.
But let's go to Mercy. Mercy, how about you? The entire lineup, are you happy with it? I think Mercy's muted. Mercy's muted.
Mercy muted.
हम बोले हाँ मजा आया अच्छा लगा टीम सही है.
That's great. That's great. Millie, you missed out on the first part of the auction. A couple of players. You actually wanted.
That
one of
was a
the players.
big loss for me. But anyway, Pooja has it.
Pooja has
I'm
it.
good.
So, well, about
He's
the
a
rest of
good
the lineup.
friend. About the rest of the lineup, the top 4 players are from the same list which I had in my mind. So I'm very happy.
That's
What?
great.
You guys having lists?
That's great. But before we go and talk about teams any further, let's have a look at the final roster with all the influencers and the lineup. So let's have that on the screen. And going through the lineup, starting off with Mercy itself, iGlide, Zakir, Adawat, Kazuya, Fragger, Jelly, and Alpha. So Mercy going all out, filling out the entire roster. Actually, Mercy, T-Bone, Robo, and Sherlock are the only people with their rosters filled out. Millie has a slot, Zaref has 2 slots, as a matter of fact. And the Cruiser only has 4 players. So he's going to get assigned 3 players with the amount of balance he has left. If he doesn't, then he's going to get assigned the cheapest 3 players available. And that is how it's going to work out. So you need to fill out your entire roster. But looking at the entire roster, there are a lot of people that stand out. There are a lot of players that stand out. For Zaref, it's Rafa, obviously. Zaref, how prepared were you for Rafa?
I was kind of. I think I was lucky in a way because I think उस समय कोई जानता नहीं था इंस्टा पे का चीज. तो इसलिए I asked and चलो अच्छा है मिल गया.
Makes sense. Pooja, talking about your lineup, how many players did you miss out on from your list?
I wanted to take Snorlax, but then, yeah, but I'm happy with my team. I have good
I
players.
think everyone wanted Snorlax over there. How about you, Rachit?
I wanted NHD Fragger and rest everything is fine. I'm really happy with the squad I have. Credits well spent.
Credits well spent. And Sherlock, how about you? You have your entire roster decked out. You have a Radiant with you as well, which is going to bring a lot of experience. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with the picks.
Fine with the picks, and crews are coming to you now.
Yeah.
Just 4 players. How scared are you? Because it's going to start bottom up.
I'm not scared of anyone. 3 of them are my teammates.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But hopefully you can put up a good show. But Millie, coming to
Yeah.
you once again. The last player is going to get decked out. So do you have a starting 5 that you have thought of?
Yeah. As I said earlier, I'm happy.
Perfect, perfect, ladies and gentlemen. To all the influencers, to all of you guys, all the 10 people over here, thank you so much for joining with us. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, there was some banter, and we did get to see true colors of T-Bone over here. But all in all, good fun. But do you guys have any message for all your fans watching the stream, or do you have anything to say to each other? Any message that you guys want to give out in the public?
Please
Nothing.
support us.
Please stay home, stay safe, mask लगाओ.
हाँ मास्क लगाओ
Mask पहनो, exactly.
बिना मास्क के
लाइक
बाहर
नहीं
मत
हो
जाओ
रहा
और
है,
और बाहर ही
लाइक
मत
नहीं
जाओ
दिख
अगर
रहा है।
जरूरत नहीं है तो
अरे भाई कंटेंट ढूंढ रहा हूँ, तुम क्या बोल रहे हो?
ऐसा बात करो ना कभी इतना कंटेंट मिला ना ही दिया ना
वही
All right
कंटेंट तो
then.
मिलेगा.
To all the lovely viewers who were with us through the entire stream, thank you so much for watching the stream. And I hope you guys had fun because we certainly did. And to all the influencers, good luck for the tournament. Obviously, it's a knockout format. So if you lose one, you get knocked out. So play your best. And I wish you guys all the best. To all the viewers, until the next time, listen to Mamba, signing off.
Thank